Hello, Swarup sir, are you there?
No, sir, he has not joined it.
I think he has joined. His name is SG, Swarup Gandevar. Short, I think
Yes,
uh,
Ji. Okay. Okay.
you can add him as an co-host. Hello, Swarup sir, are you there? You can unmute yourself.
Saurabh, sir.
Hello,
Saurabh, sir.
Nitin
Yeah,
sir.
you can unmute.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I've
Yes.
joined. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so I welcome Swarup sir for this webinar, and I am very thankful to you that you uh, accepted our invitations. So now I request Devkar madam to please introduce our today's speaker.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this Faculty and Student Development Program, Day 3. Our today's speaker is Mr. Swarup Gandewar, founder of Getting to Goal Professionally, Chief Marketing Officer, ICAT GRE Nagpur. His education, he uh, did MA Psychology from IGNU, postgraduate certification in Digital Marketing and Social Media from Upgrade and MICA, MTech Electronics from RTMNU, BE Electronics and Telecommunication from GH Raisoni COE Nagpur. He has many certification and his area of interest is digital marketing, training, strategistic and consulting, business coach, business consulting, corporate trainings, campus recruitment training, career counseling, DMIT, and mentoring, personality development, employee training, faculty development program, entrepreneurship development. His today's topic is positive thinking and self development post COVID 19. I request Swarup sir to take over mic.
A very good afternoon to all the participants. Thank you, Anuradha ma'am, for such a lovely introduction. I'm extremely thankful to Nitin sir and the management of this institute for inviting me for this wonderful FDP program. I'm extremely thankful. My association with AISSMS COE has been fantastic. These people are doing a wonderful job. They have been inviting lots of keynote speakers. Privilege that today I got an opportunity. So, Nitin sir, do we have somebody from HOD sir or principal or somebody who is part of this program?
No, I think they are in the some another program. So
Okay.
I think we can continue. And good
Sure, sure.
afternoon, sir.
Thank you, sir. Nitin Maure sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll straight away start the presentation. Yeah. So all the people who are attending this webinar today, you all are aware that the whole country or rather the entire world is going through a depression condition. Everybody is worried that what is going to happen next. And the key word, the buzz is COVID-19. What is going to happen? How are we going to come out of this? Lockdown, unlockdown, all these things. So it makes us quite worry that how we are going to move ahead. So this was something that I discussed, and I thought that yes, we should focus on this topic so that in days to come, we know what is expected out of us and how we can deliver, how we can empower each other. So before we start, I have a simple question to ask to everyone. Are you worried? My simple question. Are you worried? And can you share the reason why you are worried? Just I'll take 1 minute for this. It's very important. So please share your queries that are you worried? And if yes, what is the reason? And then we'll start with the session. Nitin sir, I do not have access to chat.
Chat is open.
Yes, sir, but I'm not able to access that. Are people replying? Oh, okay. No worries. Okay, let's start then. Anyways, so yes, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you look at this image? When we think positive, we radiate a different energy. Our aura is different. We become a different individual altogether. So that is something that we must discuss. Time to come, people who are committed to their thoughts are going to be leaders, right? So it's very important. So let us understand now why we have selected this topic for today's FTP. It's a very interesting and important one. See, the world today, there is a lot of anxiety amongst people. Post pandemic, people have started thinking that it is quite depressing phase. So how to come out of it? There are a lot of people facing mental illnesses, and you all are aware. अगर आपका फिजिकल मतलब फिजिकल कुछ लॉस होता है या आपका इकोनॉमिक कुछ लॉस होता है, we can work on it. Mental depression, mental illness are such things that are very difficult to cope up with. But you can come out of it, and I'll share you how. Yes. So let us first discuss about, okay, can you share your views on this particular image? If you have to give a title to this image, what it would be? आप क्या टाइटल दोगे ये इमेज को? क्या लगता है आपको ये इमेज क्या डिस्क्राइब कर रही है? What do you think? This is very important and interesting concept. See, on left hand of our image, there is a person who is thinking positively. And on the right hand side, there is a person who is thinking negatively, right? So under these two circumstances, what is happening with that person? Sir, can you mute all? Yeah. So an individual who thinks positive, he thinks about being successful, earning money, growing income, singing, dancing, watching movies, innovating, doing something creative. But a person who is thinking negative is continuously thinking about pollution, is thinking about inflation, deflation, stagflation. That person is thinking about, I am going to die. I don't know when I'm going to die, how I'm going to survive in this world. The world is extremely competitive. So this thought itself makes you a distant apart from all the individuals. So please focus. We'll come to that point that how you should think. Thinking is the key aspect. Okay, so why we should think positively? See, thinking positively is considered to be a power. And please understand that why it is called as a power. Because when we think positively, things do happen. They happen in reality. That is why it is said as power. And on various occasions, it has been seen that when we think positively, things do happen and we achieve our targets. True. Have you experienced this? Yeah. How many of you have experienced the power of positive thinking? Can you share in the chat? How many of you have experienced the power of positive thinking? Any idea? What happens when you think positively? Optimism is powerful. Mind my words. Optimism is very, very powerful. Okay. Moving ahead. So yes, it is always said that every morning and every evening we should practice certain affirmations. And these are the rituals that should be carried out on everyday basis. So let me share a few rituals, few affirmations with you that can change your life forever. And this is very important. Please focus on this. Okay. So rather than saying that I have to stay home, you can say I am staying home to save lives. Rather than saying that I don't have freedom to do something, I am thankful for everything I can do. Instead of saying I am out of routine and everything has changed, Think, here is my chance to find a new way to challenge myself. Do you challenge yourself? Have you ever practiced that? Have you confronted your fears? क्या कभी आपने अपने जो थॉट्स है उनके ऊपर कमांड लिया है? क्या आपने कभी उनको कंट्रोल किया है कि एक नेगेटिव थॉट आ रहा है और आप उसको पॉजिटिव थॉट में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हो? हैव यू एवर ट्राइड दैट? दैट हैपेंस व्हेन यू कन्फ्रंट फियर्स. जिस चीज से सबसे ज्यादा डर लगता है उसके आंखों में आंखें डाल के देखो, समझो कि मुझे डर क्यों लगता है. कोई कहता है मुझे ऊंचाई से डर लगता है, कोई बोलता है क्लॉस्ट्रोफोबिया है, कोई बोलता है कि मुझे क्लोज स्पेसेस में बहुत डर लगता है, मुझे नए नए लोगों से एकदम से डर लगता है. confront them. These are small fears. Start confronting them. Okay, moving ahead. So this is really a wonderful thing that during this lockdown most of the people said, I don't know what to do, we have so much of time at home, we are getting bored, and then we are thinking about things that actually doesn't matter to our life. So there are these 8 things that create humongous impact on your lifestyle. So number 1, you start focusing on building genuine relationship. There is a huge difference between a friend and having a genuine friend. A genuine friend will always be your advocate, a criticizer, a friend, a philosopher. Have such people in your life. Second, change to practice better hygiene. This is very, very important. Third, you should innovate. You know what is happening? You are getting so much of time to upgrade yourself. When you upgrade, start on thinking creatively. Creative thinking is the need of the hour. If you are interested in stock market, start investing in stock market, because what happens when you invest in stock market, you're completely focused there. So you forget rest of the things, right? And next is start focusing on new things that are happening. It can be a tool, it can be a software, it can be a hardware, it can be a technology. Start getting over it. It's very important. Mainly remote working, work from home. It's very, very important. You know, when you enjoy doing work from home, probably there won't be any point in your life when you feel bored. Boredom won't touch you. I can share this with you because since lockdown, I have been blessed that I could take around 98 webinars. Sir, today it's my 99th webinar, Nitin sir. And I'm extremely happy that I got this.
Sir, I'm congratulated for this, for your 99th webinar.
Thank you, sir. So this is really wonderful. Work from home, I took it as a challenge, and remote working is turning mainstream because most of the IT companies have said that most of the employees have to work from home for next 6 years. Sorry, 6 months. That has to be accepted. If you are planning to buy home, yeah, this is the right time. Next and most important, e-learning, online learning, digital education. Please focus on these small aspects. Positive thinking will come when your mind remains occupied with doing something else. You have to upgrade yourself, and time to come, if you upgrade yourself, you are going to last forever. Okay. Sir, I am not having access to chat. I don't know what is the problem, but if somebody shares any question, do let me know. Okay. So now the next thing that is really very important, how to stay positive. You must be wondering कि ये सब बोल रहे हो ठीक है, पॉजिटिव कैसे रहना? बहुत सिंपल है. हमारा जो एक्सपोजर है सोशल मीडिया या टेलीविजन का, दैट मिनिमाइज करो. जब हम नेगेटिव न्यूज पढ़ते हैं तो उसका इम्पैक्ट हमारे माइंड पे होता है. नेगेटिव न्यूज का मतलब ये नहीं कि कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ना, पढ़ो, लेकिन अप टू एन एक्सटेंट पढ़ो. आप कंटिन्यूअसली 6 घंटा सिर्फ ये देखते रहोगे कि सब नेगेटिव हो रहा है, तो आप पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग करोगे कहां से? राइट. अगर आपने पुराना मतलब इतिहास में जाके अगर आप एक चीज देखोगे कि आपके ऊपर जब भी प्रेशर आया, जब भी चैलेंजेस आए, तो आपने उस सिचुएशन को कैसे सामना किया है, अगर आप ये हाईलाइट करते हो, अगेन योर फिलोसफी विल चेंज. जितना आपको टाइम मिल रहा है उस टाइम को यूज करो ना. कुकिंग करो, हॉबीज के ऊपर करो, टॉक टू योर फ्रेंड्स, मस्त वीडियो शूट करो, यूट्यूब पे आ जाओ, ब्लॉगिंग करो, इंस्टाग्राम पे आ जाओ. डू व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू डू, बट एंजॉय योर लाइफ. Don't stop enjoying your life because you cannot go outside. And post COVID-19, एकदम से आप बाहर नहीं जाओगे. You will go in steps, right? So this is very important. Last thing and most important thing in this particular slide, you have to plan your finance. अभी वो टाइम गया कि हम हर चीज लग्जरी बोल के खरीदते थे. Times have changed. बहुत सारे लोगों के financial troubles है, right? So they have to think now whether it's a need or it's a want. Obviously, if it's a need, go for it. Just having being a want doesn't classify that. Okay. Nitin sir, any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay, sir. Let's move ahead then. Most importantly, I don't know how many of you have done this before, but there is something we call as SWOT analysis: strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. And this is really, really very important. Once in a lifetime, we should always go for this, because when we understand that these are the opportunities and these are the threats, we can use them. Weakness doesn't exist. Weakness are myth that are there in our mind. Nobody is weak. Everybody is empowered. How you turn your weakness into an opportunity, that is what I like. I heard about Hrithik Roshan. He used to stammer when he was a child. He worked on it. That stammering became his, it became an opportunity for him. Things to happen. People who are health conscious, start focusing on weight. I would like to share very interesting fact with you. During this lockdown, I lost 8 kgs and 4 inches. Can you believe this? Yes, I focused on health. Focus on humorous things here. Life is all about having fun. Enjoy करो ना. जो भी चीज आपको पसंद आती है, आपको कॉमेडी पसंद है, ह्यूमरस चीजें पसंद है, you can focus on that. Just relax your mind. हर एक चीज के ऊपर बहुत सोचना जरूरी नहीं होता है. Sometimes you just come across certain things, you enjoy them. That's it. Most importantly, God hasn't given everybody everything. So if we are blessed with something which is extra, which is excess, आप लोगों को दो. It will help them. We are empowering people, and that is the most important aspect of being a human. It's a win-win situation. Philanthropy is must. We have to give something to society, then we can expect that society will give us something. Please focus on this aspect. Focus on your friends, old relationships, old friends, and how things happen. This is very important. Sometimes we neglect people who are connected with us for a long time without any reason. We just take them for granted. This is the time. उनसे फिर से बात करो, उनके कांटेक्ट में आओ, उनको पूछो, how are you? We had a phenomenal time till date. I relinquish every memory that we had, and let's do it. Nothing bad. Time, there was some time gap, but now it's all back. Videos dekho, photos dekho. Yeah, I want your views on this. What do you think? What is happening? Like all electrical or electronic gadgets, we have to charge our brain. You know what is most important aspect when we want to charge our brain? वो कौन सी चीजें सबसे ज्यादा important होती है? कौन सी चीज होती है? Can you tell me? That is sleep. 8 hours sound sleep. जैसे आपका 8 hours का sound sleep होता है ना, ये जो माइंड होता है वो रिचार्ज होता है, रिफ्रेश होता है, कंटेंट फिर से नए कंटेंट के लिए रेडी होता है, right? Please focus on this. These are very, very small things. Okay. Yeah. Now I want to talk about this thing which is very, very important. There was one lady from Orissa. Okay. She was the first COVID-19 survivor. It was published in the Indian Express. I read that article and it was phenomenal. That girl, she was in Italy, in Milan. She was doing some research. From there, she got in contact with somebody. And because of that, she was detected with corona. She was brought to India. And then she was treated here. जब उनका पूरा ट्रीटमेंट हुआ, उनको डॉक्टर्स ने क्या कहा? Don't worry, you can get back to your work. Don't worry, you will be fine. Just have faith in your willpower, your abilities. We all are there with you. She started thinking a lot positive. कि कुछ नहीं हुआ, कोरोना है तो क्या हुआ है, रिकवर हो जाएगा. So these are small things that create a huge impact. And I want you all to practice this thing. जब भी टेंशन आता है, स्ट्रेस आता है, take deep breath और सोचिए about the best moment of your life. आपकी दुनिया बदल जाएगी. Challenges are always there. Try accepting them. फोकस करो ना कि चैलेंजेस के ऊपर अगर हम काम करेंगे तो आने वाला जो हमारा समय है वो कितना अच्छा हो. Right? Any questions till now? If you have any questions, please share. नितिन सर अगर कोई क्वेश्चन आते तो प्लीज बताइएगा.
Yes, sir. I will share with you.
हाँ कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है ना?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. चलो. Moving ahead. Yes. Whenever we talk about thought process, there are two things which are very, very, very important. And I can tell you because I am doing MA in psychology. This is something very, very interesting and I am fond of. There are two types of mind that we have. One is your subconscious mind, where all things are programmed, and other mind that we use in practice, wherein impromptu we do such things. Our subconscious mind plays most important role in our lives. How we have programmed that? देखो कोई कोई लोग रहते हैं जो कहते हैं कि मैं तो आधी रात को भी मुझे आप कहीं भी भेज दो मैं चला जाऊंगा. सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में ये प्रोग्रामिंग के डर नहीं है. रात से कुछ नहीं होता. कुछ लोग तो दिन में भी बाहर जाने से डरते हैं. सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, राइट? एंड सबकॉन्शियस माइंड ऑलवेज रिकॉर्ड्स थिंग. उसको ये नहीं पता चलता कि ये अच्छी चीज है बुरी चीज है. दैट माइंड ऑलवेज रिकॉर्ड. अगर आप पॉजिटिव चीजें देखोगे, पॉजिटिव सोचोगे, तो एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा जब आपको सब पॉजिटिव नजर आएगा. एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी कॉल्ड सच पीपल एज मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर. मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर क्या करते हैं? दे कम अक्रॉस यू, दे शेयर एक्सपीरियंसेस विथ यू, और आपको लगता है कि हम उनसे कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं. ट्रू. फोकस ऑन व्हाट मेक्स यू हैप्पी. ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है. फोकस ऑन योर मेंटल एंड फिजिकल हेल्थ. थोड़ा सा टाइम अपने आप के लिए निकालिए, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आपकी जो भी हॉबी होगी ना, एवरी डे गिव 30 minutes to an hour for that hobby. Focus on it. Self love is not destructive, but don't be self obsessed. Difference है. Self obsessed और self love में बहुत बड़ा difference है. Focus on it. How you can be the better version of yourself. Think positively. And always, whenever a situation comes where you start thinking negatively, stop. Take a break. Talk to somebody who can guide you. नेगेटिव थॉट को ज्यादा परकोलेट नहीं करने देना. उनको जितने जल्दी होता है खत्म करना. आई यूज दिस. अगर मुझे कभी टेंशन आता है, कभी नेगेटिव थॉट आते हैं, तो आई जस्ट रिलैक्स. मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए सोचता हूँ कि यार ठीक है ना, सिचुएशन है, विद टाइम एवरीथिंग चेंजेस. डोंट रन अवे फ्रॉम दैट डिफिकल्टी, ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट. ओके, एंड दैट्स रियली an integral part of our lifestyles. Okay, would you like to know about characteristics and traits of a positive mindset? सर चैट में आ रहे क्या आंसर्स कुछ?
अभी तक तो नहीं आया.
अरे कैसी कैसी ऑडियंस है, कुछ बता नहीं रहे. इंटरेक्शन नहीं है. अरे कुछ तो इंटरेक्ट कीजिए.
Yes, everyone is saying yes, yes, yes.
यही तो आंसर चाहिए था सर मुझे. यस 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 मतलब सब लोग सुन रहे हैं. दैट्स गुड. Great, great, great. Superb. So we have 60 plus participant till now, right? Yeah, 60. That's awesome. Okay, let me share few things with you. So first and foremost thing, people love those individual who are optimistic, who always think positive. उनके बातों से रिफ्लेक्ट होता है कि वो पॉजिटिव इंसान है. और हम सिंपल लैंग्वेज में बताता हूँ, कुछ लोगों को हम पनौती कहते हैं क्योंकि वो नेगेटिव बात करते हैं, और जब भी वो नेगेटिव कहते हैं वो सच होता है. तो ऐसे ही ऑप्टिमिस्टिक लोग भी होते हैं जो जब सब कुछ कहते हैं तो पॉजिटिव चीजें ही होती है. यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट पीपल एंड चैलेंजेस एंड अपॉर्चुनिटीज. डोंट रन अवे. अगर आपके सामने आज कोई डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन है, आप भागोगे तो सिचुएशन तो वैसे ही रहने वाली है, आप वापस तो आओगे ना. योर फियर. जब भी आपके ऊपर प्रेशर आता है, जब भी आप नाराज, उदास, हताश और डिफीटेड फील करते हो, तो हमेशा याद रखिए हमारी लाइफ जो है एक रबर बैंड की तरह है. हम उसको खींचेंगे और खींचेंगे, फिर वो अपने ओरिजिनल फॉर्म में आ जाएगा. फोकस ऑन दैट. यू हैव टू वर्क अंडर प्रेशर. डोंट गिव अप. राइज एंड एक्सेप्ट चैलेंजेस. ग्रैटिट्यूड, इट्स अ मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, मोस्ट अमेजिंग थिंग. वी शुड बी थैंकफुल टू गॉड, टू आवर पेरेंट्स, टू एवरी इंडिविजुअल ऑन दिस अर्थ दैट वी आर कोएग्जिस्टिंग. Existence is all because of gratitude, your humbleness, how you tell people that yes, I'm extremely happy to be a part of your life. It's very important. We should dedicate माइंड टू कॉन्शियस अवेयरनेस। जैसे मैंने कहा आपको कॉन्शियस एंड सबकॉन्शियस। कॉन्शियस चीज जो है वो हम अभी देख रहे हैं, हमको पता है कि ये चीजें हो रही है। सबकॉन्शियस कौन सी है? जो अंदर हमारे चल रही है, जिसके बारे में हमको पता नहीं, दैट इज सबकॉन्शियस। नितिन सर, मेरा आवाज बराबर आ रहा है ना?
Yes, sir. There is one question related to
हाँ।
this.
हम्म।
Is there any relation of relation or effect of positive thinking and anger?
Very good question. Very good question. Okay, I'll share that relationship. Let me share something with you. When you have a positive thinking, then you have a way out for everything. And when do you get angry? When you don't understand what to do. So there is a huge difference. If you are positive, you will be less angry. I hope I answered your question.
And negative thinking and anger.
Negative thinking is directly proportional to anger, and positive thinking is inversely proportional. Sir, ये mathematical equation बराबर है ना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So if you are negative thinker, you will always be angry because you expect everybody to help you out, but nobody is doing that. But you are extremely negative thinker. So किसी ने hand raise किया है, उनको बोलिएगा question डालने के लिए chat में.
Yes, yes.
Please ask as many questions as you want to ask. We are here to answer. I want it to be a very interactive session. Please share your question. We'll definitely answer your queries. This is session for the same. It's a lovely topic. Sir, congratulations to your whole team for taking such a wonderful topic. And last point in this slide is about integrity. Who doesn't like to be respected? Who doesn't like to be respected and honored and featured? For that, we have to understand that we as an individual should have a set of principles, morals and values that we practice in our day-to-day life. Sir, कुछ कहना है आपको?
Yes, sir. There is one question.
जी.
That the mathematics is true, but how to release from a pressure? How to think positive?
I'll come to that. मुझे पता था ये क्वेश्चन आने वाला है, तो इसके लिए मैंने एक स्लाइड बनाई है. I'll share those tricks with you, tips or tricks. Plus, फिर भी आपको क्वेश्चन है तो we can discuss. Not an issue. Okay.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है सर, आपका जो क्वेश्चन है उसके लिए ये आंसर, a list of positive attitudes. अगर ये चीज फॉलो करते हो तो नेगेटिविटी धीरे धीरे एसिडिटी की तरह खत्म हो जाएगी. टाइम लगता है. एसिडिटी और नेगेटिविटी बहुत जबरदस्त तालमेल होता है. दोनों के लिए होम्योपैथी, आयुर्वेदिक सब जगह पे इलाज है, लेकिन टाइम लगता है. तो हाँ, तो आपको पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट कैसे रखना है? जब भी आपके सामने एक ऐसी सिचुएशन आती है जिससे आपको डर लग रहा है, फोकस ऑन दैट सिचुएशन एंड थिंक व्हाट कैन बी डन. टॉक टू योर फ्रेंड्स, डिस्कस विद देम दैट यस, how it can be resolved. Talk to your parents, talk to somebody who can help you out. Value what you have, praise yourself, praise your life, and you will make a difference. Always enjoy what you get. It might be expected or unexpected. It might be something that you didn't want to, but if you got it, just enjoy. आप गाड़ी चला रहे हो, आपने हेलमेट पहना है, एक सिचुएशन बता रहा हूँ, गलती से कुछ हो जाता है, ट्रैफिक वायलेशन हो जाता है, आपको ट्रैफिक पुलिस ने पकड़ा, सो व्हाट वुड बी योर फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्स? ट्रैफिक वायलेशन किया आपने और आपको ट्रैफिक पुलिस ने पकड़ा, तो आपका पहला रिस्पॉन्स क्या होगा? आई वुड लाइक टू नो दिस. दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग. सर आंसर क्या आते बताइएगा मुझे.
यस सर.
कोई आया क्या आंसर?
नहीं, अभी तक तो नहीं.
मैंने पूछा कि आपने अगर ट्रैफिक वायलेशन किया है, सिग्नल तोड़ा है और आपको मामा ने पकड़ा है, तो आपका रिस्पॉन्स क्या रहेगा?
पैनिक.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, that's what I wanted to know. एंजाइटी, डर लगता है, लोगों को पसीने आते हैं, कोई शिवर करता है, कोई फोन निकाल के बोलता है बस अब मैं किसको फोन लूंगा पता नहीं, मेरे को दुनिया का एक भी इंसान याद नहीं आ रहा. You forget everything on that particular moment. You know why? Two things. It is unexpected and second fear. Conquer fear, confront fear. हाँ ठीक है, पकड़ा मुझे, ओके, क्या पूछेगा? डॉक्यूमेंट. होंगे तो
Sir,
दिखाएंगे. हाँ.
there are many answers. Sorry sir, अगली बार ना होगा. I accept I done mistake. Please forgive me this time.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's so wonderful. Saying such thing, that's really appreciable. That talks about your positive mindset. Plus, you know what you have done. If you have done something wrong and you are accepting it, that's really wonderful. I love that answer. Great. सर मेरा चैट का एक्सेस चालू करके दो ना सर.
सर है चैट का आपको चालू है. मोर में आप एक बार चेक करो ना.
नहीं आ रहा ना सर, मैंने 3-4 बार क्लिक किया.
एवरीवन वो इनेबल किया एवरीवन के लिए.
क्यों नहीं आ रहा सर? नहीं ना सर, नहीं आ रहा. एक मिनट. हाँ नहीं, मेरे इसमें दिख ही नहीं रहा है. छोड़ो. ओके. एनीवेज, हाँ, ऑलवेज इंश्योर कि हमारे आजू बाजू में जो लोग हैं ना वो पॉजिटिव रहे. मैं आपको इसका रीजन बताता हूँ. व्हेन यू आर सराउंडेड बाय पॉजिटिव पीपल, यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग इन दैट डायरेक्शन. आपके सराउंडिंग में ऐसे लोग हैं जो ये कहेंगे बाप रे अभी तो कोरोना आ गया, पहले ही जॉब का मार्केट खतरनाक था, अब तो जॉब मिलना ही नहीं है. ऐसे 10 लोग आपके साथ है, 10 लोगों के साथ आपकी यही चर्चा है, तो मुझे पता है आपका क्या होगा. एंगर, डिप्रेशन, demotivated, fear, sleepless night, you become insomniac. सिंपल है. अपने साथ कोई ऐसे लोग हैं, 2 ही लोग हैं जो कहते हैं ठीक है ना यार, जो होगा देख लेंगे, हमारे पास स्किल्स है, जिसके पास स्किल्स है उसके पास जॉब होता है. सिंपल. अब एटीट्यूड क्या होगा? नींद भी आएगी. यू स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन वेयर आई शुड वर्क, कौन से स्किल्स मैंने यूज करने चाहिए, कौन से स्किल्स एक्वायर करने चाहिए. दैट इज अ डिफरेंस. ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पता है, बीइंग फ्रेंडली टू दोज यू डोंट नो. मुझे ये बहुत अच्छा लगता है, आई प्रैक्टिस दैट. जो भी हमारे साथ बातचीत करता है उनको ऐसा कॉन्फिडेंस दिलाओ कि यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट पर्सन, दे विल रिस्पेक्ट इट. कभी आपने किया है? हैव यू एवर डन दिस? बीइंग फ्रेंडली टू दोज यू डोंट नो, हैव यू एवर डन दैट? प्लीज शेयर योर रिस्पॉन्स इन द चैट सेक्शन. हैव यू एवर डन दैट? हैव यू बीन टू फ्रेंडली टू अ गाय और अ गर्ल who doesn't know? आए क्या सर रिस्पॉन्सेस?
यस सर.
यस,
यस
नो?
यस नो आया.
जोरदार. गुड. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली, जो लोग जिंदगी में कभी ना कभी हार का सामना करते हैं वही लोग जिंदगी में आगे बढ़ने की काबिलियत रखते हैं. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस लाइन. एक नाकामी से आपकी जिंदगी खत्म नहीं हो जाती, या एक कामयाबी से आपकी जिंदगी खत्म नहीं हो जाती. इट इज अ सीरीज. भाई हमारा ईसीजी भी जब निकलता है तो उसमें भी ग्राफ कैसा रहता है? ऊपर नीचे ऊपर नीचे. अगर वो एक लाइन हो गया तो आपको पता है आंसर क्या है. क्या आंसर है? आपका ईसीजी है, अगर वो एक लाइन में आता है तो डॉक्टर क्या कहते हैं? क्या कहते हैं पेशेंट के बारे में? क्या कहते हैं पता है आपको?
नो मोर.
लाइफ एक जैसी रही तो यू आर नो मोर. अगर आपको लाइफ में कुछ करना है तो ऊपर नीचे चलता है, दैट्स ओके. एंजॉय योर लाइफ. इतना टेंशन लेने वाली बात नहीं है. चैलेंजेस सबके सामने है, टेंशन सबको है, स्ट्रेस सबके ऊपर है. मैनेज करने वाले लोग कम है. जो मैनेज करते हैं वो विनर रहते हैं, चैंपियन रहते हैं, लेजेंड रहते हैं. अमिताभ बच्चन एट दिस एज इज वर्किंग फॉर मोर देन 12 आवर्स. एक यूथ को बोलो वो नहीं कर सकता है. ही इज कोपिंग अप. टाइम मैनेजमेंट, हेल्थ, mentally strong. Mentally he's just 50, physically is more than 75, right? Being a source of energy that lifts those around you, this is very important. You should liberate lot of energy, positive energy. जो भी आपके आजू बाजू में उनको लगना चाहिए नहीं भाई ये बंदा हमारे साथ रहना चाहिए. अगर आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ है तो प्लीज चैट में शेयर करो कि जब भी आप आते हो लोग कहते हैं अरे वाह आप आए, बहुत अच्छा लगा. आपके साथ हुआ है क्या? प्लीज शेयर इन चैट. Okay, next.
So there is one very good question. How to remain positive despite when the people discuss about the negative aspect of anything and when we get feared?
Okay, इसमें मैं आपको ना 2 चीजें बताना चाहूंगा. एक मुझे लग रहा है कि आप बैकस्टैबिंग के ऊपर डिस्कस करना चाहते हो कि आपके पीठ पीछे अगर लोग क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं तो आपने क्या करना चाहिए. मुझे लगता है कहीं तो भी ये एक सवाल है आपका. देखिए पीठ पीछे जो लोग बात करते हैं उनके अंदर करेज नहीं है कि वो आपके सामने आके बात करे, इसका मतलब वो पॉइंट रेज करने लायक नहीं है, किस्सा खत्म। दूसरी चीज, लाइफ में जब भी नेगेटिविटी आती है तो चीजें समझो कि इसमें आपका रोल कॉल कितना है। लोग निगेटिव आपके बारे में बात करते, दैट इज नॉट रॉन्ग, बट क्या आप में वो चीज है? अगर आप लेट जाते हो ऑफिस, लोग कहते हैं ये तो लेट लतीफ है, तो ये अपना रोल कॉल है। आप बहुत अच्छे से काम करते हो तो बोलते हैं यार इसको तो ज्यादा काम करने की आदत है, ये जलन है। दैट इज नॉट नेगेटिव, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंस, है ना सर? और कोई क्वेश्चन है?
नो सर।
ओके, बीइंग हैप्पी इवन व्हेन यू हैव लिटिल, ये चीज तो सीखने लायक है यार। जैकमा, अगर आपने उनके बारे में सुना होगा, एलॉन मस्क, बिल गेट्स, स्टीव जॉब्स, इनके बारे में आप इनकी ऑटोबायोग्राफी पढ़ो, कहां से शुरुआत की है, क्या था उनके पास? few dollars, they started with few dollars, nothing else. So being happy even when you have little, you can conquer the world. Having a good time even when you are losing, that has to be learned from even legends. MS धोनी कितने मैचेस हारे हैं, एक्सप्रेशन था? जीते, एक्सप्रेशन था? नहीं, क्योंकि उनका मानना यह है कि बीइंग कूल इज द बेस्ट क्वालिटी। राहुल द्रविड़, अगर वो डक पे आउट होते थे तो आप उनको देखना कभी उनका बॉडी लैंग्वेज क्या रहता था, क्योंकि वो कहते थे ठीक है आज मैं आउट हुआ हूँ, हारा नहीं हूँ, मैं सीखा हूँ, मैं सीख के आगे जाके और कुछ अच्छा, राइट? हैविंग अ पॉजिटिव फ्यूचर विजन, no matter how bad your current circumstances are, this is very applicable to everyone. आप में से कितने लोग स्माइल करते हैं? रेगुलर करते हो क्या, या आपको रीजन लगता है?
एवरीवन।
दैट्स नाइस। मैं बताऊं आपको क्यों स्माइल करना चाहिए? स्माइलिंग इज कंटेजियस, है ना? एक इंसान दूसरे इंसान को देख के हंसता है, बहुत अच्छा लगता है। जैसे व्हेन यू क्राई, इवन क्राइंग इज कंटेजियस। You don't want that thing to happen. Love your nature. It's a beautiful world. Be passionate, be humble, have gratitude. क्या हुआ सर?
सर
अरे
रीजन लगता है हंसने के लिए।
नहीं, ये गलत सोच है कि हंसने के लिए रीजन लगता है। जब आप अपने अंदर से खुश रहोगे ना, तो वो स्माइल चेहरे पे आ जाती है। And it is the best thing in the world which is free of cost. Smiling. Okay. किसी ने हैंड रेज किया है, मतलब क्वेश्चन आएगा सर?
यस।
Paying a compliment even to a total stranger. जैसे आज आप कुछ ना कुछ फीडबैक दोगे मेरे बारे में, I am a stranger to you, but still you will pay a compliment. That's lovely. ये वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है। क्या आप लोगों को अप्रिशिएट करते हो? जैसे नितिन सर, मुझे पता है वो बहुत अच्छे से अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, लेकिन आप लोग करते हो क्या? क्योंकि जब आप ये चीज करते हो ना, तब आपको अलग सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलता है। व्हेन यू अप्रिशिएट अदर्स, दैट्स द मोस्ट इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ एवरी इंडिविजुअल्स लाइफ। मेकिंग समवन्स डे, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। कभी कभी आपका एक छोटा सा कमेंट किसी के लिए पूरा दिन बना देता है। दे फील सो हैप्पी। आपके यहाँ पे कोई डिलीवरी बॉय आता है, पिज्जा लेके आता है, अमेजोन वाला आता है, आपने उनको कहा आपकी सर्विस बहुत अच्छी है, they are so happy. They are not expecting you to pay in lakhs, but yes, small compliments can make their day. So Nitin sir, we are working on outcome based education system.
Yes sir.
So obviously whenever people study any topic, they are interested only in outcome.
Yes.
So let us understand the outcome of positive attitude. क्योंकि लोग कहते हैं ना हमने कुछ भी पढ़ा तो उसका आउटकम क्या है? Let's understand.
Sir, before that, one question was there on YouTube.
Okay.
So can you suggest some solutions for overthinking? So Shalini has asked that question on YouTube.
Okay. क्या how
Shalini
to
Chaudhary.
avoid? Okay, how to avoid overthinking?
Overthinking. You
Okay,
give some
yeah.
solutions for overthinking.
Sure. Let me tell you, people who go through this phase called as overthinking, there is a reason for that. आपके लाइफ में जो प्रॉब्लम है उसके आपको सॉल्यूशन नहीं मिल रहे क्योंकि आप किसी के साथ डिस्कस नहीं कर रहे हो। प्लीज डू दैट। आई हैव बीन डूइंग काउंसलिंग फॉर मोर देन 6 years. बहुत सारे लोगों का काउंसलिंग किया है और सबका कॉमन प्रॉब्लम था ओवरथिंकिंग। ओवरथिंकिंग एक विशियस सर्कल है। छोटा सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ। मैं आज सोचता हूँ कि मुझे जॉब लगेगा या नहीं लगेगा, मैं किसी के साथ डिस्कस नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं रोज रात को वही सोच रहा हूँ। उसके बारे में और सोच रहा हूँ, अच्छा जॉब नहीं लगेगा तो क्या होगा, ऐसा होगा वैसा होगा, पूरा दिन उसके ऊपर मैं सोच रहा हूँ, लेकिन किसी से डिस्कस नहीं कर रहा हूँ। तो वो थॉट प्रोसेस है ना, वो साइकिल में कन्वर्ट होता है और वो चलता रहता है। एक दिन एक व्यक्ति के साथ आपके थॉट आप शेयर करो, डिस्कस करो आप कि आपको क्या लग रहा है, आपको इतना रिलैक्स लगेगा और नेक्स्ट दिन से आपका ओवर थिंकिंग हमेशा के लिए खत्म हो जाएगा। शालिनी जी, आई थिंक आई आंसर्ड योर क्वेरी. डू शेयर योर फीडबैक ऑन यूट्यूब देन. या एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? Okay.
No question, sir.
Next is better ability to cope with stress. That is very important. Greater well-being, it increases your lifespan. अगर आप पॉजिटिव रहते हो तो, पता है क्यों? नेगेटिव सोचते हो तो बीपी आता है, शुगर आता है, डिप्रेशन आता है, नींद नहीं आती है. कभी सुना है जो पॉजिटिव सोचता है उसको ऐसी चीजें होती है? नहीं, मस्त सोते घोड़े बेच के. That is the best part.
Sir,
Reduces.
there is one question which are related to our past.
बापरे.
So,
हाँ.
if someone has a bad past,
हाँ.
so then how to overcome that?
उसको हम कहते हैं पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन, है ना, पश्चाताप. अगर हमारा पास्ट में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ है इसको हम रेक्टिफाई नहीं कर सके, तो उसके लिए एक चीज कीजिएगा. अगर आपको कोई हिप्नोसिस पता है जो पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन करते हैं, you contact them, they'll help you out. I am also a hypnosist, but I don't do past life regression. ठीक है. सर्दी से छुटकारा अगर आपको चाहिए तो पॉजिटिव रखिए, क्योंकि आपके दिमाग में ये नहीं आएगा कि मुझे एलर्जी हुई है, ये हुआ है, वो हुआ है. आपके बॉडी में जितने भी नर्व्स है, नर्वस सिस्टम है, they become even more stronger. You won't have any cardiovascular diseases, and this is scientifically proven. Okay. Thoughts, we have millions of thoughts every day. They are very awesome, they are very powerful. अगर मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि मुझे दुनिया का सबसे richest इंसान बनना है और मैं थोड़ा सा उसके लिए काम करना शुरू करता हूँ, I'll get lots of people who will help me out. लेकिन you have to think in that manner. And thoughts are the most interesting part of every individual life. इसलिए बोलते हैं ना, जैसे आप सोच रखते हो आप वैसा बनोगे. एक गरीब इंसान अमीर बनने की सोच नहीं रखता है, वो ये सोचता है कि मैं कल का कैसे गुजारा करूंगा. एक अमीर इंसान सोचता है कि मैं और अमीर कैसे बनूंगा. ये थॉट प्रोसेस ही तो उनको चेंज करता है. इन जनरल हम कह रहा हूँ, ठीक है. यप, आई नीड योर रिस्पॉन्स ऑन दिस. ऑन विच साइड ऑफ द ट्री आर यू? लेफ्ट साइड और राइट साइड? आई नीड योर रिस्पॉन्स. आपको क्या लगता है, पतझड़ का मौसम है या हरे भरे पत्ते? आप कौन सी साइड में हो? बीच में कोई नहीं रहेगा, ये साइड या वो साइड. आंसर इन द चैट.
Everyone is saying green side.
Grass is greener from outside. सर ये स्लाइड पसंद आई क्या?
Yes, sir. Someone said left side.
हाँ, यही तो मुझे चाहिए था सर, यही तो चाहिए था मुझे. सर जितने लोग कह रहे हैं ना ग्रीन साइड में हैं, वो लोग कुछ छुपा रहे हैं. पोस्ट कोविड-19
Depends on which side you stand.
ट्रू ट्रू, एक्सट्रीमली ट्रू. देखिए क्या हो रहा है अभी, मैक्सिमम लोग जो है ना वो पतझड़ में है ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड. ऑल वांट टू गो टू राइट साइड. लेट मी शेयर यू फ्यू थिंग्स कि आप लेफ्ट साइड से राइट साइड में कैसे जा सकते हो. आर यू रेडी? डू यू वांट टू नो दिस अबाउट सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट, योर पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट? आर यू ईगर टू अंडरस्टैंड? काइंडली शेयर इन चैट.
Yes.
70 यस चाहिए मुझे. 70 लोग हैं.
Yes, everyone is saying yes.
नहीं, अभी बहुत लोगों ने रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं किया है सर. आई वांट ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल टू आंसर. ऐसा समझ लो अटेंडेंस मार्क कर रहे हो आप. We are eagerly waiting for your response. Are you ready for self development, personality development? Go for it. Superb. I'm happy. Everybody is participating. Great. Let's move ahead. when we talk about our personality, there are very few important aspects that we need to focus on. First and a very important aspect is we talk about interpersonal skills. So how we deal with people, our relationship with others, then your soft skills, manners and presentation, then your negotiation skills, elimination of negativity or negative energy, and your attitude, then your body build, physically how strong you are, psychologically how strong you are, and what is your personal goal in your life. We always say that goal has to be smart. How many of you have a goal in your life? प्लीज शेयर इन द चैट. हाँ, ऑनेस्टली बताना कितने लोगों का लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ गोल है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव दैट गोल? नितिन सर, काइंडली टेक पिक्चर्स ऑफ ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स.
यस सर.
हाँ, एक ग्रुप फोटो ले लेंगे हम. कुछ आ रहे क्या सर रिस्पॉन्सेस?
To buy a home.
How many of you have smart goals? Specific, measurable, which can be attended, which are reliable, and which are target driven. Smart goals.
Everyone is saying yes, I have.
What do you have? Goal. Great. So yeah, that's amazing. Now this is something that I want you all should say together. We should all should say this together. Nitin sir, and everybody who is participating in this particular webinar, this session, I want you all to say this with me. Nitin sir.
Yes sir.
सर हम साथ में कहेंगे ये चीज.
Okay.
The world needs huge positive energy to fight against the negative forces. Go to the center of your inner, begin and generate that positive energy for the welfare of humanity. And this is very important. I want you all to take this pledge and from today onwards focus on being positive, being effective, create an impact for generations to come. You all are amazing, and I know most amazing things are going to happen to you in days to come because you all are positive. People who are positive never face challenges. They have just opportunities. True? Yeah, so that was me. I'm Swaroop Gandewar, founder of Getting to Goal Professionally. I'm there on all social media platforms. You can always contact me. You can follow me. It's an amazing thing that AISSMS COE has been doing. This faculty development program is just phenomenal. I'm enjoying that from the core of my heart. And I believe that in today's session, we discuss a lot and you got to know something new. So like this is a session for Q&A then. Let's do it. If you have any question, I would love to answer.
Yes, I request every participants to share your questions if you have. You can share your goal, you can share your problems if you have. If you have something in your mind, you can share with the speaker.
Nitin sir will also share about our 14th June event.
Yeah.
So let's take a group photograph then. Okay, now I am getting access to chat, sir.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I'm happy now. अरे बाप रे, feedback form भी डाला है. Guys, share your honest feedback, okay? I would love to hear from you. It was wonderful. How to be consistent on a work? Think about that one work at a time. ज्यादा चीजें मत सोचो, है ना? जो हमारे पास टास्क है, जो हमको काम करना है, बस उसके ऊपर फोकस करो. How to avoid people who want to take you back in your life? Neglect them. When they look at you, they pass a sarcastic smile. Smile back with double sarcasm. I have done that. अरे बहुत मजा आता है. वो लोग हमारा मजाक उड़ाने के लिए हंस रहे हैं ना, तो हमने डबल हंसना है, अगली बार से वो स्माइल नहीं करेगा, ही और शी, उनके अंदर करेज नहीं रहता है, उनको पता चल गया है, यू हैव कन्फ्रंटेड योर फियर, द डे यू कन्फ्रंट योर फियर देयर इज नो लुकिंग बैक. Yeah, I'm extremely happy to have your feedback. That's really wonderful. It was amazing having you all. This is a Q&A session I was waiting for. Come on, share your questions, your queries. How to stop expecting from others? Do your job 100%. Let God do the rest. And if you have expectation, have realistic expectation. Realistic होना तो expectation पूरे होते हैं. ऐसा अभी मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. मेरा दोस्त है, मैंने उसको बहुत हेल्प किया. अब एक टाइम ऐसा था जब मुझे हेल्प चाहिए थी, लेकिन वो बंदे का फोन नहीं लगा. ठीक है, तो मैंने उसको बहुत कोसा. ये बोला साला आज तक मैंने इतना हेल्प किया, जब मेरे को हेल्प चाहिए थी तो उसका फोन नहीं लग रहा है, कवरेज एरिया के बाहर है. बट आई डिडंट नो द स्टोरी ऑन द अदर साइड. ही मेट विद एन एक्सीडेंट, ही वाज हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड. आई वाज नॉट नोइंग इट, बट व्हेन आई केम टू नो आई फेल्ट सो सॉरी फॉर दैट. दोनों साइड की स्टोरी पता रहनी चाहिए. हाँ, प्रणव ने पूछा है हाउ टू रिमेन पॉजिटिव एंड ओवरकम नेगेटिव थॉट्स व्हेन वी गेट कंपेयर्ड विद अदर कलीग्स. देखिए, कंपैरिजन तो हमेशा रहेगा, कंपैरिजन हर जगह पे होगा. अंडरस्टैंड वेयर यू आर लैकिंग एंड फोकस ऑन दैट. मैम, फीडबैक लिंक काम नहीं कर रही है, ऐसा फीडबैक आया है. नितिन सर,
that was an attendance sheet. The feedback will be shared at the end of the second session. Both feedback.
फीडबैक आखिरी में होगा, याद रखना मेरे बारे में. मैंने क्या क्या बताया वो फीडबैक के लिए. या कीर्ति जी, oh my god, she has attended lots of my webinars, so I am happy, I am blessed. I hope that I am doing justice to all the topics that I have done so far. Yeah, how to think less and how to think positive. Think constructively. रैंडम थॉट्स मत आने दो. अपने दिमाग में एक प्लान बनाओ कि मुझे ये करना है, तो उससे रिलेटेड थॉट्स आएंगे. हमारे दिमाग में हजारों लाखों थॉट्स आते हैं, लेकिन हम जिसके ऊपर फोकस करते हैं दिमाग में वही रहता है, बाकी सब खत्म हो जाता है. प्रणव wants to have my number and email ID. प्रणव, this one is for you. प्रणव, ये स्क्रीन पे मेरे पूरे डिटेल्स है, ये स्लाइड का स्नैप ले लो. ठीक है, हाँ, ये स्लाइड का आप स्नैप ले लो, आपको पूरे कॉन्टेक्ट डिटेल्स मिल जाएंगे. बाप रे. Kirti ji is saying that she will be very happy to attend my 1000 session. Thank you. I'm extremely glad. You are very positive. You are blockbuster positive. Yeah, Rutuja, thanks a lot. I would definitely like to address more people. Nitin sir, आप बता दो ना. 14.
Yes. On the same note, I would like to say that, and I am very happy to say that the Swarup sir is on the 14th of June. The Swarup sir is going to take the webinar, his 100th webinar, and that webinar will be in a very big scope. The scope of the webinar is very big. We are the academic partner of GTGP. Swarup sir is the founder of GTGP. He has his own startup, and he is associated with also some of the industry
10 industry partners. Yes.
Yeah. So along with them, we are conducting a seminar on 14th of June at 7 p.m. So soon I will share the link and the advertisement of that webinar with you. So
guys,
Swarup,
I'm extremely happy to share with you all that in association with our academic partner, that is AISSMS COE, we are planning India's first 100th webinar on employability skills 2020. We would be very happy to have you all there. We are expecting 1000 people to attend that webinar and many more on YouTube. So yes, Nitin sir will be sharing the link with all the participants. Please do register and would love to have you there. Meanwhile, आपका छोटा सा feedback अगर मिल जाता तो अच्छा लगता था. I would love that. आपका जो भी है, अच्छा लगा बुरा लगा, देखो I take criticism constructively. अगर आप मुझे कहोगे ना सर आपका सेशन पसंद नहीं है, तो मैं आपको सिर्फ पूछूंगा क्यों. उसके बाद अगर ये बोल दो कि पता नहीं, तो मैं समझ जाऊंगा. Yeah, I'm extremely motivated to be amongst you. Positive vibes, yeah. That's something that is lacking in today's time. Thank you, Anuradha ma'am. Yes, Namdev ji, thank you. सभी लोग जो भी आपको शेयर करना है आपके व्यूज, डू इट. It was encouraging. Yeah, I would love to have an interaction with you. नितिन सर, टॉपिक एकदम बढ़िया था सर. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
I
that's
hope I have done justice to that topic.
I'm very thankful to you, sir, that you have so much. You have very well explained it,
Thank
and our participants benefited with your
Right.
session.
Right.
Really appreciated, sir.
Yeah, Prachi ji, thank you. Sarita ji,
There is one compliment for Nitin Tallar sir.
Yeah,
Shika Pajoli madam said that Tallar sir don't need any reason for smile. He's always
yeah,
happy.
that's true. Tallar sir, did you get my question? Sir, people are recognizing your smile. That's a wonderful thing.
Yes, sir. That is good thing for me.
Swarup sir, you are also having a good smile.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. It's all because of you all, sir. You have given me this wonderful opportunity to interact with such talented people, energetic, highly positive people. I am feeling that positive vibes, just like Kirti ji said. Yes, it's all about positive vibes. अपना aura रहता है ना, energy.
एक मेरा भी क्वेश्चन है आपको.
जी sir.
What you think is some people are there at workplace, they are very negative. And whatever the persons are doing or performing,
समझ गया.
they
Sir,
used
समझ गया मैं.
they used to just pull their legs.
Right.
So what do you think? What is your solution for that?
सर, मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ है. मेरे वर्क प्लेस में एक बंदा था जो जो भी कुछ कहता था ना, उसका वो उल्टा कुछ तो भी जाके मार्केट में पर्कुलेट करता था. तो सर मैंने एक दिन वो बंदे को थोड़ा सा पूछा कि सर आपका तकलीफ क्या है, प्रॉब्लम क्या है, आपका पर्सनल तो कोई प्रॉब्लम है नहीं, तो आप क्यों करते हो. तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं कोई तकलीफ नहीं. मैंने कहा अगली बार से मेरे बारे में कहीं पे कुछ कहा तो देख लेना. बस इतना ही कहा सर मैंने. उसके बाद वो बंदे ने कभी कुछ नहीं किया. तो हाँ, कुछ लोग रहते हैं सर, उनका स्वभाव होता है कि कुछ लोग अच्छे से काम कर रहे तो उनको सहन नहीं होती वो चीज. ठीक है ना सर, ऐसे लोग हमेशा रहेंगे. उनका हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, हम अच्छा काम कर सकते. दैट्स इट.
I'm taking that in a positive way, and I'm working this 500% more.
Yes sir.
Just to get that negativeness into positiveness.
जी सर, हमको 14 के लिए बहुत तैयारी करनी है सर.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
This is just the beginning sir. बहुत कुछ करना है सर. ये सब तो आज मुझे लगता है ये 70 पार्टिसिपेंट तो 100% उनको ज्वाइन करेंगे on 14 June. We'll love to have them all.
Yes.
है ना. अरे ये सेशन तो खत्म होने दीजिए, सेकंड सेशन स्टार्ट होगा. थोड़ा सा बताइए ना आपका फीडबैक, कैसा रहा, क्या रहा. कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है आप पूछिए.
Hello everyone. I request that if you have some questions or if you have some doubts, you can ask him. Sir, there is one question.
देखिए, नेगेटिव थिंकिंग हमेशा बाहुबली होती है. ये हमेशा आप इस बात को समझिए. नेगेटिव थिंकिंग इज इक्विवेलेंट टू बाहुबली. ठीक है. एंड पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग इज लाइक खटप्पा. ये रिलेवेंस याद रखना आप. बाहुबली को खटप्पा ने मारा, लेकिन खटप्पा ने दूसरा पिक्चर भी निकाला ना. फिर पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग विल हेल्प यू इन रेजिलियंस. Nitin sir, I would like to have your feedback. Anuradha ma'am, I would like to have your feedback. How did you find this session?
Hello.
Ji.
Hello. Sir, myself, Dr. Athavle. I'm the organizer. Good afternoon. I'm the organizer of this FSDP, Faculty and Student Development Program.
Right, sir.
Sir, I'm really happy that we have such a nice speaker like you, and hope so we will meet again.
Sir, okay. 14th.
Yes, definitely. Yes, we'll meet. Sir, and I'll definitely recommend to my friends and my students to just please join your session. And it was a wonderful experience, sir. It was wonderful experience.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Take care. Bye.
Ji, sir. मैं दोनों नितिन सर से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो भी फीडबैक शेयर करें। अच्छा, सर ने एक लाइन में लिख दिया, ठीक है।
Tallar sir, please share your views.
Yes.
Sir, we are waiting for your contagious smile, sir. Where are you hiding?
I request everybody to share their feedback.
Tallar sir, please start your video.
Tallar sir, we are waiting for your smile, $1 million smile.
Tallar sir, please start your video.
Yes, started, sir.
Sir, India wants to know how you are smiling today. Yeah,
I
sir. That's wonderful. Sir, we'll take a group photograph.
Okay.
I request all to start your cameras.
Okay.
सब लोग कैमरा स्टार्ट कीजिए प्लीज। हेलो अनुराधा मैम, हेलो शशिकांत सर।
I started.
I would like to introduce our organizers. Athavale sir, Dr. Shashikant Athavale sir is the main organizer of this FSDP.
Okay.
In our organizing team, Devkar madam, Bushra madam,
Okay.
they are all.
Hello ma'am. Hello ma'am.
And Nitin Mawade sir help us on this platform to conduct such type of the webinar.
Ma'am, sir, I have seen all the people who are named Nitin. They are very talented.
Thank you, sir.
सर, ये आपकी जो स्माइल है ना नितिन सर, ये वायरल होने वाली है। सर, मैं फोटो ले लेता हूँ।
Yes, yes, you can.
बाकी लोगों से भी मैं अनुरोध करूंगा कि एक पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट के साथ आपका कैमरा चालू कीजिए, अगर कर सकते होंगे तो। इफ यू फाइंड इट कंफर्टेबल एंड फिजिबल, प्लीज स्टार्ट योर कैमरास। जी, जल्दी 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 कीजिए, ये मेरे लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है। दिस इज कौन सा वेबिनार है मेरा, कौन सा नंबर है ये?
99th ना?
98 नहीं, 99 है, लेकिन कल 2-3 है तो मैं इसको 98 इसलिए 98 रखता हूँ इसको।
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, everybody, please smile without a reason. चलो नेक्स्ट स्क्रीन, नेक्स्ट लॉट। ऋषभ जी, ऋतुजा जी, अस्मिता जी, विद्या जी, अगर आप कैमरा स्टार्ट करना चाहते हो प्लीज कीजिए। नितिन सर, आपका कैमरा। Yeah, I have taken the photographs. So now you can share your feedback. Anuradha ma'am wants to say something. ऐसा लगा मुझे। मैम, आपको कुछ कहना है?
Sir, your session was really good and it's motivated us. Really, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time with us. Thank you, sir.
It was really an honor. Nitin Mawade sir wants to say something. ऐसा लग रहा है ना मुझे टेलीपैथी कि सर को कुछ कहना है। कहाँ गए सर जी?
Mawade sir.
इंटरनेट का प्रॉब्लम होगा शायद कुछ।
From my side, I would like to say, Pradhan ma'am, do you?
सोनाली, थैंक यू। नहीं ऋषभ जी, कोई टेंशन नहीं, कैमरा चालू नहीं हो सका तो क्या हुआ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। हाँ सर, नितिन सर बोलिए। अमित जी थैंक यू। बुशरा जी, कोई इशू नहीं है। अच्छा, बुशरा जी कह रहे हैं कि हम नितिन जी का कैमरा चालू नहीं हुआ तो देख नहीं पाए। नितिन जी, आप एक बार कैमरा चालू कीजिए प्लीज, एक बार लाइव आ जाइए। तल्हार सर।
Tallar sir, I have made Pradhan Madam as a co-host.
Okay.
So she can unmute now. Madam, Pradhan Madam.
झाले. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
On public demand, we have Nitin sir live again.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you for making all my staff members and all smiley faces.
Thank you.
And I want them to always smile like this. Thank you very much.
It's absolutely true. Smiling is contagious, and I firmly believe that if you don't smile, then probably you are losing out your life. Don't look for reason. Smile at people.
Yes, that's true.
And it will change your life forever. People love those people who smile, who spreads positiveness. You all are positive. The only thing, you are looking for some reason. There is no reason for positivity. It's wonderful. It was amazing having you all. I hope all the questions have been answered. So let me just go through. How to do SWOT analysis? शीतल जी, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, ये 4 क्वाड्रेंट बनाने हैं आपको पेपर के ऊपर. उसमें आपको जो आपका अनुभव है वो उसमें शेयर करना है और वहां से उसका एनालिसिस होता है. अगर आपको तकलीफ आती है, मेरे कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स दिए हैं, आप मुझसे कॉन्टैक्ट करो, मैं आपका SWOT एनालिसिस करवा दूंगा. आई एम एक्सपर्ट इन डूइंग SWOT एनालिसिस. प्राची जी ने कहा कि सर यू सेड ऑलवेज बी गुड टू एवरीवन, व्हाट हैपेंस पीपल स्टार्ट इग्नोरिंग, टेक अस फॉर ग्रांटेड. सी व्हेन वी एक्सपेक्ट अ लॉट फ्रॉम पीपल, जब हम उनके रिएक्शन के ऊपर फोकस करते हैं तब हमको ये फीलिंग आती है. अगर हम उनको ना कंप्लीटली इग्नोर मारते हैं ना, तो ये सब चीजें होती नहीं है. ये क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि हम उनके ऊपर वॉच रख रहे हैं, वो क्या बोल रहा है, कैसे रिएक्ट कर रहा है. अगर आपने रिएक्शन नहीं दिया तो मैं आपको बताता हूँ, वो बंदा नाराज हो जाएगा हमेशा के लिए. डोंट रिएक्ट, खत्म करो यार, कोई टेंशन. एनी वन हिंट टू कीप पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग व्हेन नेगेटिव थिंकिंग इज स्ट्रांग एज कंपेयर्ड टू पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग? ये तो हो गया, ये तो बाकी भी हो गया. This has been my practice for all the webinars. I want to answer all the question because आज के डेट में ना बहुत कम लोग सवाल पूछते हैं. It requires lot of courage to ask questions. Second question वही पूछता है जिसका अलग एक व्यू होता है towards that session. So I enjoyed being here. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for having me. अच्छा, positive. एक मिनट सर, एक बहुत अच्छा लिखा है उन्होंने चैट में. I would like to read this. पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग तो आती रहेगी, पॉजिटिव वेव्स आ गई. क्या बात, बहुत बढ़िया चंदा जी, बहुत बढ़िया, अच्छा लगा. ये मैं अपने नेक्स्ट वेबिनार में यूज करूंगा.
So I would like to thank Swarup sir for giving me the opportunity that we have invited you, and you without any reason you accepted our invitation, and very wonderful session sir. Really we are very thankful to you.
Please so share the YouTube link to me, sir.
Yes sir, yes, definitely. Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
From our organizing team, I would like to thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And in hope in the near future we will make an association, a very good association with our institute, and definitely in future we will conduct such type of the webinar or seminar at our institute also.
True, sir. Sir, now we have mission 14 June.
Yeah, sir.
Maure sir, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Great to have you, sir. Thank you, Anuradha ma'am.
Sir. Thank you.
Thanks to all the people who have attended to this webinar. I hope if I could bring around even 0.001% change in your life, I am successful. अगर आपने मुझे वो भी मौका दिया तो I am खुश. I am very happy. Great to be here. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, bye, sir.
Bye, sir. So I request Shashi sir, if our next speaker is came, then can we start?
Okay. Talk to. It is Pankaj is there. Hello.
Yeah,
Pankaj, you are online. Just wait. I just call Pankaj.
Okay. I request every participants to stay with us, and for first session attendance sheet, we will share some another link for that. because the participants who are not able to give the attendance, so we will again share the attendance sheet. So please stay with us.
Pankaj Khera sir, you can unmute yourself. You are co-host now.
Pavle sir. Hello, Pavle sir.
Yes. Pankaj Khera sir is now
Hello,
co-host.
Pavle sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Pankaj, now just test your mic. Pavle sir, just Pankaj Khera is our next person. Okay.
Yeah.
He's online. Okay.
Yeah. I make him co-host.
Okay. Yeah. So just to test the mic again, am I audible?
Yes. You're audible. No. Okay. Just Pankaj will start in 3 minutes. Okay. Just 4:30
Sure.
time.
No worries. Okay,
sir.
I'll wait. Yeah.
We'll start at 4:30. Right? Okay. Yeah.
4:30. All right.
Hello, Pankaj, you can start your video after 3 minutes, not an issue. Otherwise, you can.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
I'll do that. Yes.
Normal distribution, pi square is
Hello, Devkar madam.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Devkar. We start at sharp 4:30, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, no problem.
We have 3 minutes now. Just please start at 4:30.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Good to see you all after so many years.
Welcome, Pankaj.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine.
Great.
After so many
I can. Yeah. Yes. I can only see Mavle sir and Anil sir.
Kadam sir, Kadam sir is there.
Yeah, Kadam sir is here, and everyone else has stopped their video. Yes, I can see you now.
Yes,
Hello, Pankaj.
Devkar ma'am.
Hello. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I am fine. What about you?
Good. I'm good. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Now, Pankaj, you are in Pune only or somewhere else?
No, I'm in Pune only.
Hello, Pankaj.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hope you recognize me.
Of course, sir. Why will I not do that? Yes. You've been conducting multiple webinars, right? I've seen your posts on Facebook, so I know. By the way, I've worked with Preeti Munshi. She has delivered some webinar, some session with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was working under Preeti Munshi for some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Principal.
In principle, yes.
Okay. She's my colleague.
Oh.
We have studied in government polytechnic, Kamgaon.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we have students from our college only, or we have like students from all over the
all over
city?
India. All over India.
All over India. That's nice.
Yeah.
So
this session also means we had some participation from all over India. Some participants are there for your session.
I think Pankaj, you remember Mavle sir?
Yes, of course, I do.
Okay.
I could only meet you, sir, and I haven't met anyone else. since the time I have passed out. So one day I'll definitely come down and meet all of you again.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, Devkar madam, we'll start. Pankaj, you are ready?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir. I'll just share my screen.
Okay, Devkar madam, we'll start.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this Faculty and Student Development Day 3, session second. Uh, our second speaker is Pankaj Hera. He is alumni of AISSMS College of Engineering and he passed out in 2013 batch. He is working as a test automation specialist with Quality as software and he has an overall experience that is 6.5 years in software testing. Now I request Pankaj to take over mic. Hello,
Okay.
Pankaj.
Yes. Thank you very much, ma'am. I'll just. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
yes, Pankaj, you can go ahead.
All right. So, thank you very much, first of all, for having me here. And I welcome you all to this session wherein I'm going to just talk about software testing and the agile methodology which we operate on in the corporate. So, to start with, I'll just briefly go through the agenda of the session. But before that, I just want to say a few things. That one is, of course, like we are in a webinar, so you're free to, attend it in a comfortable way you want to. But in order to be more interactive, I want you to stay attentive. In order to ask questions during the course of the session also. और एक और चीज़ है, I'm going to talk in English और मैं हिंदी में भी बात करूँगा बीच बीच में, so that the brain is active. एक ही चीज़ एक ही language में बात करूँगा, so it will be a monotonous talk and people might go to sleep. So I just don't want that. So in order to avoid that, it will be a mix of English and Hindi both, and yeah, that's about it. So let's go to the agenda of the session. So I'm going to first talk about what software testing is. Uh, then we go to understand what manual testing is, then what is automation testing, then why do we need automation testing today, and when can it be implemented. Then we're going to see what is the approach that we as QA follow in companies or industry, as you say, when we approach, when we take up any software for testing. Then I'm going to briefly talk about the various advancements that are happening in the testing approach today. Apart from that, so that all sums up our scope of testing in the session today. After which I'm going to talk about the agile approach. So what is agile, and what exactly happens in agile. Then there is a framework called as Scrum, with the help of which the companies operate. So I'm going to talk about that Scrum as well, and then I'm going to open the session for question and answers. And that's a brief agenda of the session. So let's go ahead. इसमें एक चीज है, I will not talk about some bookish definitions, because I just want to make the session as interactive and easy as possible, ताकि सभी को समझ में आए, and every one of you just remember the concept, because that's more important. Definition तो आपको कहीं से भी फिर से मिल जाएगी, but to know and understand and remember the concept, it is very important. So let's begin with this software testing. What exactly it is? So software testing is basically, I would say, I just want to know if, some of you, if you can just give some idea about what exactly you know. So you can unmute yourselves and just go ahead and just give me one or two words about what do you know about software testing.
Students, means you can, those who are having questions, or you can unmute yourself and you can contact, or you can just have a chat with Pankaj sir. Or you can write your queries in chat.
Dear student, if you have any question, please put your question in chat box.
Or Athavale sir, means I have just open all the participants. They can unmute and they can ask the question.
Okay, we go with that option. Yeah.
Pankaj, your voice is not audible.
Pankaj, your voice is not audible. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Is it audible now?
Yes.
It is audible.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
it is
it
audible.
went on unmute for some unknown reason. I don't know why. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I was saying, does anyone want to attempt as to what software testing is? Let it be a wrong answer also. We are just beginning with the session.
It is fine.
Sorry, I couldn't get that.
It is what are the bugs or error in the program?
That's right. Yes. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and tell what is my understanding or of software testing. So software testing is basically a process wherein you just take the software under consideration which you have, and you put that software to test against certain business requirements that you have received from business. And once you just see if that software is behaving or not as per the requirements. If it is not behaving, that means there are certain differences. So what are those differences? We call those differences as bugs. So this is a process wherein we identify the bugs and we raise it so that ultimately we get those bugs fixed and we get a good product out of it. So that's a basic understanding of what software testing is. So as the image that you can see in front of you, it's a set of lines of code that the coding team has written, and there are certain unusual things which are appearing along with those, which are bugs. So our goal as a QA or a software tester is to identify those differences and to raise them as bugs. That's the basic software testing definition or explanation, as you can call it. So let's go and understand what is manual testing. So as the name suggests, manual testing is basically a process wherein everything which you do as a part of testing is 100% manual, which does not involve any tool or which does not involve any software to help you in that testing process. So to explain you with a simple example, consider this reservation form which you can see on the screen on the right side, and it consists of various fields, and towards the end you have a submit button, and also you have an Excel file which consists of data that you are presented with, and you have to do some testing on this form. So how will, as a manual tester or as a manual QA, how will a person approach this form? Firstly, I'm going to look at this form from the angle that what are the mandatory fields. So I'm going to just say, okay, name, email, arrival date, departure date, and number of guests are the mandatory fields. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and fill that entire form, but I'll leave one mandatory field empty. And in that case, I'll just click on submit to see whether it is getting submitted or no. Because as a tester, my work is not to submit this form, but to break it in the way I can and to raise the bugs accordingly. So in this case, my first attempt would be to see if all the mandatory field validations are happening right or no. So that is my first angle of attempt for testing this particular form. Now the next angle of attempt that I'll have is I'm going to see if in the name field, if I give all the numbers or if I give all the special characters, what happens. So if I give all the numbers and click on submit, whether the form gets submitted or no. If it gets submitted, then it's a flaw. So that has to be raised. So there are different approaches which we can call as different test cases or different scenarios that you can attempt to verify this form, whether it is behaving as per its requirements or no. So this is nothing but manual testing, where you as a QA or you as a person have to go and write everything manually and submit it every time. So this is where this is what we call as manual testing. Here, what matters is, first is your approach, second is your scope. That means how much in like how are you able to attract your questions, or how are you able to focus on that form in a way that you've try to break it in whichever way you can. So these are the different approaches that you need to take. So that's all is a part of manual testing. Now let's go ahead and understand what are the different types of manual testing that we have. So in within these types also there are subtypes, but I'm not going to get into much detail as of now, because it's a session wherein let's not get into more technical details as of now, but to understand the concept as a whole. So firstly, it's unit testing. So what is unit testing? So it means that there are coding teams which create different modules, and there are testing teams which ultimately test those units. So I'm going to give you with explanation with a simple example here. So consider that there are two teams, the coding teams, and they are creating the software for the calculator. Okay, so now in this case, I would say that there is one coding team which is responsible for having, for making sure that all the numbers are getting fed to the system properly. So if I press 1, the display should say 1. If I press 2, the display should say 2. So there is one team which is taking care of all the numbers, whereas the other team, it's taking care of all the operations like plus, minus, multiply, divide, and all that. So when you say unit testing, the team number 1 has tested that, okay, by pressing 1 I can see 1, by pressing 2 I can see 2. So unit testing of this team is complete. Whereas the second team says that, okay, if I press multiplication, it will perform multiplication operation. So this particular team has also said that my unit testing is complete. Okay, so now when both these teams have said that our testing is finished, it comes to the next level of testing, which is called as the integration testing, wherein we take those both the teams work and we integrate them together. So as a QA, my work starts here in the integration testing, because unit testing is done by the coding teams. Integration testing is done by the QA, is done by the tester. So in this case, what is going to happen is I'm going to see whether if I press 1 plus 2, whether I'm getting the answer as 3 or no. That means whether this first team's work and the second team's work, when integrated together, is it giving the right answer or no. So that's where the testing that you do is called as integration testing. Then once all these teams have finished their work, so you come to the next level of testing, which is called as system testing. So system testing will not just include numbers and your multiplication, addition, these functions, but it is also going to use the entire calculator as a whole. So whether I'm able to record the transactions, like if the memory button of the calculator is working fine or no, whether I'm able to switch it on and switch it off with the right buttons or no, whether I'm able to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, or all of them together at once or no. So all this is a part of system testing. Now after system testing, team says that, okay, the system testing is complete, we go to the next level of testing, which is the user acceptance testing, wherein what exactly we do is we open the software or the system to the end users to use them and to ensure that we receive a proper feedback from them. So in this case, whosoever is going to be my customer for the calculator is going to come, is going to verify whether the calculator is behaving as per his or her requirements or no. If there is a go from their side, we go ahead and launch the calculator. If there is a no go from their side, we understand what's the problem, and then we work on that problem, we fix that, and then we again go back to the unit testing integration system, and then we come back to user acceptance testing. So this is actually a flow that you can say, and at different levels, what are these different testings called. So is that okay, or am I going too fast, or is it very slow, or is it something that I'm saying which is very general? Please feel free and just give me a feedback immediately so that I can go ahead.
Am I like going too fast?
No, sir, it's okay. Everything is going well.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, okay, so that was all about manual testing. Now I'm going to talk about automation testing. So, what is automation testing? So, as you can see, there is a robot here is doing something on the mobile phone, but that's not all. So, automation testing, as a general concept, I'll explain you first. So it's basically the testing process wherein you take help of softwares or tools that help you in the testing process. So that is what is meant by automation testing. Now, why is this used? So as I said that if I just take you back like 2 slides back, and if I show you this form again, and I tell you that there are 1000 combinations of all this data, right from name to special requests on this form. I give you 1000 sets of data. You have to verify each and every set whether it is allowing you to go to the next page or no. So as a manual tester, you're going to take hours and hours together to finish that 1000 sets of data. But as a tool, if I give this work to a tool, that tool will first record this as a script, and then it is going to put one by one these 1000 values, and it is going to go ahead and click on submit to see whether it is going ahead or no. So that's why we use automation testing. Yes, is there any question? No. Okay. So that's it. That is why we use automation testing, in order to ease our work. One, in order to save on time. Second, in order to be more accurate. Third, because as a human being, you can make mistakes while entering those 1000 set of data into that form. But as a tool, that tool will not make a mistake, because it's going to exactly pick up the values from the Excel and directly put it in the form, and the form will be submitted. That's why we use automation testing. Then when do we use it? Okay, so the answer to this is very simple. If I say that, so basically understand this first, that when you say I'm doing automation testing, what am I actually doing? So I am taking the software which is there under consideration, and I'm going to write some scripts which is going to work on that software in such a way that that script should be repeatedly used on that same software. So for example, if I say that I go to Mozilla browser, I just click on the URL area. I write the URL as www.google.co.in, and I press enter. After that, the Google page appears wherein I just write Selenium, and I click on Google search, and I go to the next page wherein I see the results of Selenium, right? So this is a flow. Now for this particular flow, I have to write a set of script, a set of lines of code which is going to repeatedly over and over again perform the same flow again and again, so that manually I don't have to do it again, right? So in this case, what is required is that the software under consideration should be very stable. I cannot go ahead and start the automation testing if the software under consideration is not stable. Why? Because, say for example, if I'm trying to open Google, and today it is the button that is there to click and to search is named as Google search. Tomorrow, if the coding team changes that button, and instead of that button they give a different button with a different name, my script will just fail. It is not going to happen that the flow is getting executed in the right way. So I have to be very sure that when I say that I have to start doing automation testing, I have to be very sure that the software under consideration is a stable software. All right. So that's about what, why, and when of an automation testing. Don't worry about what you see here. It's just a few logos that I wanted to put. So I just gave a Selenium. This is an automation testing tool which we use for automating the web applications, which is called Selenium. And this is Appium, which is a mobile test automation software which we use for automating all the mobile applications. So like these, there are so many other softwares like Tosca, Equalation, and there are so many other softwares which you can use in order to go ahead and do your automation testing. Okay, so the next slide will give you a bit idea about how the automation testing script works. So I'm just going to go next and just observe this, what is happening here. Right. So firstly, it's going recording. So firstly, it's going and clicking on the login button. It's going to click on the user ID. It's going to write the username. It's going to click on the password field. It's going to write the password. It's going to click on login, and then whatever name is there, welcome is appended to it, and welcome to that person is the greeting which is given. So it is again and again repeating the same thing. So that is what exactly an automation script or a tool does for you, right? So whenever you have any particular flow, you record this flow like this, and this seems to be a very simple thing. Yes, there are tools which help you to work as simple as this, but in order to make sure that it is helping you in all possible ways, there are certain changes that you need to make on the script this side, so that it helps you, and you can always put this value of username from a field in the Excel, and that's how it goes ahead. So that was all about it. So now, okay, this is the slide, and I want you guys to unmute yourself and give an answer to this. Otherwise, I'm not going ahead. Okay. So having explained you what is manual testing, what is automation testing, I want to ask you this question: is manual testing dying? Is that going to happen in future, that manual testing is going to disappear from industry and only automation testing is going to remain? Yes or no? I'm okay if you just give a yes or no, and I can support it with a reason to it. I want one of you to unmute and give an answer. Am I audible? Athavle sir, am I audible? Talal sir?
Yes, Pankaj,
Yes,
you are
yes.
audible.
Okay.
Yes, Pankaj.
Okay. So I don't know why students don't want to attempt this. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Pankaj, participant cannot unmute themselves.
I think Marvelous sir did that option, right? Or no, they've again been muted.
Chat box is on, but mute, I think.
Madam, I have just given that rights to all participants. They can unmute themselves, and they can ask the question. So they can reply.
Okay. Okay, no worries. Okay, I'll give the answer to this in that case. So is manual testing dying? And the answer to this is no. Why? Because manual testing cannot die. As I said, that automation testing is possible only when you have a stable software under consideration. So in order to bring that software to that stability, whatever testing is required is manual testing, right? So there is not going to be a situation wherein your software is built and the day one of its testing starts with automation testing. So that is something which is not going to happen. So that's why manual testing is there and will always survive, right? With this, let's go to next. Testing approach. So basically testing approach, we'll talk about what are the different steps that we follow as a QA in the industry when we are told to do a certain testing on any particular software. So the first thing starts with discussing the requirements during the requirement gathering phase. right? So we have these meetings which include the business, which includes the coding team, which includes us as the testing team, and we are supposed to discuss those requirements in that meeting and give our feasibility test on it, whether is it possible or not possible to have that particular scenario in the system. There is coding team which gives the feasibility check, but we as a tester is also are also required to understand and think about what are the different angles with which we can test. So that requirement discussion is also something that we do. Then we go to the next step wherein we start writing test cases. So as I said in the previous slide, that if you have a form, there are different ways of approaching it, and these are the different test cases that you can call them. So these are the different test cases which we start writing. Correct. After the test cases are written, we take that test case and we start testing it when the software is available for testing. So after that test is done, our work is to find a bug. Correct. So we find that bug, we find that difference between the business requirement and the implementation. Once we find it, our work is to raise it to the coding team, right? So coding team will see that bug, will go through the bug explanation, will go through the steps to reproduce the bug. They are going to reproduce this bug on their machine, and if they're able to do it, they'll accept it as a bug, or else they'll give a reason rejecting the bug, saying that it is not reproducible, or it is something which is not as per the business requirement. So it comes back to us. But generally in our case, when we do the first step right, that means when we do the discussing or discussion of the requirements right in a correct way, this rejection of the bug is generally something that does not happen every time, right? So we raise it to the coding team. Then we ask for due date. So whenever the bug is raised and is accepted by the coding team, we ask for a due date on it. That means when can I expect a fix of this particular bug, so that I can take the software and I can retest it for this particular bug, whether it is gone or it is still there. Correct? That's called due date. Now is follow-up time. So what happens is, if the coding team gives you a particular date, there are high chances that the bug fix is not done on that date, yeah, or till that date. तो उस टाइम पर हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि we take a follow up, we take a follow up, so that they are knowing it that okay, we are waiting for it, and this helps everyone in the team to take the project at the right pace ahead, right? So then after we receive the fix, our work is to retest it. Correct. So once the retesting is done, it can either pass or it can fail. So if it passes, that means the bug is fixed. तो हम उसको फिर क्लोज कर देते हैं उस पर्टिकुलर लूप को. अदरवाइज अगर वो फेल हो जाता है, हम उसको रीओपन करके फिर से कोडिंग टीम को दे देते हैं, एंड देन वी गो बैक टू द स्टेप वेयर वी आस्क फॉर अ ड्यू डेट. Correct. So this is a typical workflow as a QA or as a tester we are supposed to follow, and we cannot really afford to miss on any of the stage here, because generally if any of the stage is missed, then it creates a problem in the next step, right? So let's go ahead. Fine. तो अभी तक मैंने जो बताया that was more or less regarding सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग इंडस्ट्री में क्या अप्रोच है, या फिर पर्टिकुलर सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग के जो टाइप्स मैंने बताए. सो हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज व्हाट, सो ऑल ऑफ दैट. बट द स्कोप ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग इज नॉट दिस मच. Today when we talk about advancements, it is happening in all the fields. Correct. And same goes with software testing also. आज एक टेस्टर को अगर मैनुअल टेस्टिंग आती है, that is not sufficient. In order to get hired also as a tester, you are supposed to know at least manual and automation testing, and what extra you have counts. Correct. तो ये सिर्फ यहाँ पर ख़त्म नहीं होता है. पहले एक 8 से 5 साल पहले ये टाइम था कि मैनुअल टेस्टिंग भी आपको आती है, यू आर अ QA, यू आर हायर्ड एंड यू आर गिविंग द राइट डिलीवरी एंड दैट्स इट. वो वहाँ पर खत्म हो जाता था. बट अब धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे प्रोग्रेस हो रही है, right, it's happening in the field of software testing also. So the first thing that is getting advanced in the field of software testing is API testing. Okay, now in this case I'll just explain you API testing क्या होता है. जैसे for example आप consider करो कि आपके सॉफ्टवेयर का बैकएंड तैयार है, लेकिन फ्रंट एंड अभी तैयार नहीं है. दैट मीन्स द UI is not ready. Okay, so earlier what used to happen is this testing team used to sit comfortably till the entire software used to get prepared well in a state that they can take it up for manual testing or testing it with the certain test cases that they have written, right? So that was this time earlier. But अब क्या होता है, अब हम लोग को एज अ टेस्टर हमको ये कहा जाता है कि अब इसका बैकएंड तैयार है. ओके, now you have to take this API, which is application program interface, and you have to test this, which means that say for example अगर एक वेबसाइट है जहाँ पर मैं जाकर अपना अगर एक पर्टिकुलर यूनिक नंबर डालता हूँ, so after I put that unique number and click on next, on the next page it should give my details, जहाँ से मेरा नाम, मेरा प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ, मेरा इंस्टीट्यूट, मेरा सारा डिटेल्स वहाँ पर वो मुझे देता है. तो ये जो बीच का लेयर है, इस लेयर को टेस्ट करना मतलब एपीआई टेस्टिंग. ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि वी डोंट हैव टू वेट फॉर द सॉफ्टवेयर टू रीच दैट स्टेज कि हाँ इसका यूआई भी तैयार हो गया, इसका बैकएंड भी तैयार हो गया, इसका बिजनेस लॉजिक भी तैयार हो गया, अब आप स्टार्ट करो टेस्टिंग. नहीं, अब ऐसा टाइम नहीं है. वी स्टार्ट विद एपीआई टेस्टिंग सो दैट यू नो व्हाट, fail early is the concept. So if it has to fail, let it fail as early as possible, right? So API testing. So API testing is done with the help of different tools in the software market. Like we have Postman, which is used for REST API testing, and we have SOAP UI, which is used for the SOAP testing. So these are the different tools that we use for API testing, right? That is one advancement. Another advancement is scriptless automation, right? अभी तक ऐसा था कि automation testing आती है, that means you should be good with some kind of coding language also, right? जैसे कि आपको जावा आता है या आपको VB script आता है. If you are good at VB script, then people used to consider कि आप QTP जो एक टूल आता है जिसको यूनिफाइड फंक्शनल टेस्टिंग भी कहते हैं आज की डेट में, सो दैट पर्टिकुलर टूल इज समथिंग दैट यू कैन वर्क ऑन, राइट? इफ यू नो Java or if you know Python or if you know Ruby on Rails, then people might expect that you are good at Selenium, right? So अब ये टाइम से भी हम एक स्टेप आगे जा रहे हैं, right? People in the employer's side have understood that okay, we cannot expect that person to know all languages. Today we are using UFT, tomorrow we might go to Selenium, the other day we might go to Tosca. So ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है कि मेरे यहाँ जितनी टीम बैठी है उन सभी को सारी लैंग्वेजेस आनी चाहिए. So they are going ahead with the option of scriptless automation, wherein there are tools like Tosca, there are tools like Qualicia where I'm working right now. So these are softwares which are giving you ability to script, or they are giving you ability to write the automation scripts without knowing any underlying knowledge of any particular language, right? So that is the next advancement which is happening in the field of software testing. Then we are talking about mobile test automation also these days. अभी हम यही सोचते थे कि जो applications जो हमारी बनती हैं, these are given to certain users which after they test they are going to give us some report, and we are going to make those changes in the application and we are going to release that application both on the Android store or Play Store. But it is not just limited to that. अभी जो advancements हो रहे हैं उसकी वजह से we have tools like Silk Mobile, which is making sure that all the mobile test automation is happening through that tool, right? That's one advancement we are having. Then performance testing, of course, is not something which is very new. It is, but in itself is getting advanced day by day, right? So performance testing is a testing which is the need of the hour. Why? Because as I'll just give you a simple example explaining this. So what happens is, say for example, consider that Amazon wants to have a big billion day, correct? So on that big billion day, it has to ensure that the application can sustain some 100,000 users. ऐसा हो सकता है जो फर्स्ट टाइम फ्लिपकार्ट की बिग बिलियन सेल हुई थी उस टाइम पर द सर्वर क्रैश्ड, people placed their orders and they did not get a confirmation, the money was gone, and then they received the refund later with a message that your order cannot be processed, right? तो ये कहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम हुई? It was the time when Flipkart did not anticipate कि वो बिग बिलियन डे पर उसको इतने मिलियन यूजर्स एक साथ आ जाएंगे, So that's when the performance testing could have been improved there, and if it would have been done in a very right way, वो crash नहीं होता. So that now you see there are big billion days of sale happening and the servers are not crashing. You get your orders, you get them delivered also, and your money doesn't go anywhere, right? So performance testing is advancing in its own way at different levels, correct? Then we have pen test as a service. So it is nothing but penetration testing as a service. So we have or we might know that there are these attacks on the network that happens, and there are these different viruses that attack your software. So penetration testing in general is basically a type of testing wherein the software on the particular network is penetrated with a different ill attack, so that in order to see how it behaves to that particular attack, right? So penetration testing एक था, अब penetration testing as a service ये facility आ गई है. Like you have software as a service, you have others such concepts as a service. So we also have pen testing as a service, right? So these are the different advancements. Of course, these are not the only ones, but for everyone to relate to these examples, I just brought in these types of the advancements that we have around us, right? So there's one more. So this is CI/CD. So that is continuous implementation and continuous deployment, right? We are talking about these things nowadays. So earlier days were different, wherein we had a project which was going on for like 8 months, 10 months in a row, wherein the first 3 months the coding team was busy like anything. Then the next 2-3 months the testing team was busy like anything. Then of course during the entire phase the network team was there in place. But अब कैसा हो रहा है कि people are talking about continuous implementation, continuous delivery. So what is happening in this is, if you code a certain piece of your software, let it get delivered right away. ओके, सो कंटिन्यूस इम्प्लीमेंटेशन उसका करते रहना और कंटिन्यूस उसको डिप्लॉय करते रहना प्रोडक्शन में. दिस इज अ न्यू एडवांसमेंट विच इज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड टू सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग, राइट? सो that's about it. So now we have seen the different and angles to what software testing is, what are the different types of software testing, what are the advancements, what is the testing approach that we follow. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and talk about the different topic that we have for discussion today, which is agile, right? So let's go and see what is agile. So इसका मैं एग्जांपल दूंगा आपको वाटरफॉल से रिलेट करके. वाटरफॉल मॉडल एंड agile methodology. So what happens in waterfall model? You might have studied waterfall model, and it means that जहाँ पर इनिशियल फेज में वो रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग का कुछ टाइम आता था, उसमें सिर्फ रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग होती थी, यानी बिजनेस एनालिस्ट पूरा ऑक्यूपाइड रहता था. फिर टाइम आता था when your coding team was occupied. Then after 3 or 4 months, then it used to come to the testing team, and then the testing team used to start working on it. After the testing team used to find out bugs, it used to go back to the coding team, and then to and fro, and then again after all the testing work is done, it goes to the user acceptance level. अगर वहाँ पर कोई bug आता था, it used to really go back like 3 months 4 months पीछे जाता था, और फिर वहाँ वापस से उसके ऊपर कोडिंग होती थी, and it used to approach used to be like this. And then at the end of the year, finally somewhere the software used to get delivered, right? So ये एक waterfall model का standard ये वाटरफॉल मॉडल था, जहाँ पर हम उसको एक एस्टिमेट देते थे हमारे क्लाइंट को कि हाँ, if these are your requirements, I'll require 1 year and 2 months, and in so and so month I'm going to deliver this product to you. But अगर ये last class में इसमें defects आते थे ना, so what used to happen is this timeline used to get extended like anything. So if 1 year 2 months commit किया गया है, it might go to 1 year 3 months or 1 year 4 months. तो ऐसे extend हो जाता था. So in order to avoid that now, everyone, more or less every organization in the industry has started following agile. So what is agile? Agile is, as you see in the first figure, it says deliver incrementally instead of all at once, right? So it says that in this case, you don't have to take the entire code and give it to testing. What you do is you divide that particular functionality into 10 subsets, take one subset, code it, give it to the testing team, let them test. If it is working fine, then deliver it. Okay, so कैलकुलेटर का ही एग्जांपल अगर मैं यहाँ रिलेट करूँ तो अगर मेरे पास में आज कैलकुलेटर का सॉफ्टवेयर है जिसमें अगर मैं आज एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन इंप्लीमेंट करके क्लाइंट को दे सकता हूँ, सो व्हाई शुड आई आस्क द क्लाइंट टू वेट फॉर द एंटायर ईयर. ठीक है, तो आज मैं क्या करूंगा, इन अ स्पैन ऑफ 2 weeks I'm going to create addition and subtraction. I'm going to give that to the client. Then in the next 2 weeks I'm going to create multiplication and division. I'm going to give that chunk to the client. Then I'm going to have signed cost implemented. Then I'm going to give that chunk to the client. So ये deliver होता रह रहा है incrementally. So the client is also happy, you are also happy. Why in this span of 2 weeks also anything which fails, इसमें टाइम लॉस ज़्यादा नहीं हुआ है, वी आर एबल टू गो एंड फिक्स दैट वेरी क्विकली, राइट. सो एज यू सी इन द राइट फिगर, इट सेज डिफाइन, इट सेज बिल्ड, it says release, and then repeat the cycle. That means again and again when you do that, it's called as sprint, right? As you see in the below figure, you have sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, and the cycle continues, right? So what exactly is a sprint? So in agile, we have a span of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks depending on the organization. This span is changing, so generally it's a span of 2 weeks which is called as one sprint, right? In this period of 2 weeks, what exactly we do is, right from the first day we take, and everything happens, okay, in this span of 2 weeks everything happens. ऐसा नहीं है कि इसमें रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग नहीं होगा, ऐसा नहीं है कि इसमें कोडिंग नहीं होगा, ऐसा नहीं है कि इसमें टेस्टिंग नहीं होगा, सभी टाइप्स के इसमें सभी कुछ होगा, बट एवरीथिंग विल बी कट शॉर्ट टू वन पर्टिकुलर chunk of code, to one particular functionality, and उसके around ही सभी कुछ होगा, right? So first thing, business requirement gathering, which we also called as a meeting which the business analyst will have with the business, will get the requirements. That is going to happen in the first day. Then the second day, what is going to happen is we are going to have the sprint planning, wherein people in the entire team, we are going to sit together and we are going to plan that sprint. So let's talk about it in the next slide, but to give you a brief idea about what is agile is nothing but to remember agile as a concept or a methodology wherein you deliver pieces of the software, pieces of logical set of your software, to be specific, so that it gets delivered and it gets accepted by the customer every 2 weeks, right? That's agile. Let's talk about scrum. तो agile एक methodology है, अब इसको follow करना है. So how will you follow? So there are different frameworks available, out of which scrum is the maximum utilized framework in the industry, right? Scrum को ही use किया जा रहा है. And what happens in the scrum is, firstly, as you see, so what I'll do is I'll just go to this first, right? And I'm going to come back to that slide again. So what happens is, these are the different 4 events or ceremonies which we call in a scrum, right? So scrum में पहली चीज क्या होती है कि अगर आपने बिजनेस से रिक्वायरमेंट लाई कि चलो ठीक है, मुझे अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक वेबसाइट है जिसमें मुझे लॉगिन भी इम्प्लीमेंट करना है, रजिस्ट्रेशन भी इम्प्लीमेंट करना है, ई कॉमर्स का मतलब कार्ट फंक्शनैलिटी भी इम्प्लीमेंट करनी है, और पेमेंट गेटवे भी इम्प्लीमेंट करना है, राइट? सो दिस इज बेसिकली अ सेट ऑफ योर बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट्स, राइट? सो दीज रिक्वायरमेंट्स आर कॉल्ड एज your items in the product backlog, right? So the first thing which happens is product backlog में से कोई एक पर्टिकुलर आइटम लिया जाता है और उस पर्टिकुलर आइटम को डिवाइड किया जाता है. लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल आई टेक रजिस्ट्रेशन, तो अब रजिस्ट्रेशन वाली फंक्शनैलिटी को लिया जाएगा, इसको कन्वर्ट किया जाएगा इनटू स्मॉलर स्टोरीज का मतलब स्मॉलर पीसेस ऑफ योर epic. So epic is nothing but your product backlog का एक object और आपने उसको divide किया into multiple stories. So वो जो stories division होगा वो सारा काम होगा आपके इस first phase में, which is called as sprint planning, right? So the sprint will be planned. So in the period of next 2 weeks, I'm going to take up registration only. I'm not going to focus on login. I'm not going to focus on card functionality. I'm not going to focus on payment gateway. Only thing I'm going to focus on is that one epic which is called registration. अब इस registration को मैं कैसे divide करूँगा? तो ठीक है, एक story होगी जिसमें सिर्फ form बनेगा, एक story होगी जिसमें सिर्फ business logic बनेगा, एक story होगी जिसमें सिर्फ landing page बनेगा. So this way we divide that particular epic into multiple stories, and these stories are crafted in a period of 2 weeks. How they are going to get approached for implementation, all that happens in this first ceremony, which is called as sprint planning, right? Then we have a daily scrum, which is another ceremony of agile, or to be specific, another ceremony of the scrum framework. Okay, so what happens is, in this case, a daily scrum, इसमें क्या होता है कि your entire team, which includes your business analyst, which includes your product owner, which includes your scrum master, which includes your team members. Now you'll say कि यार ये क्या terms हैं, what are these terms? So basically these are different roles which are given to different people in your scrum team. Okay, so जब आप agile में काम करते हो तो your team is called as a scrum team. उसमें एक product owner होता है, उसमें एक scrum master होता है जो कि team को guide करता है, जो कि उसमें एक business analyst होता है. Then you have a team member who is either into the coding team or into the testing team, or as I said, advancements are happening. तो आज की डेट में मतलब दोनों भी काम एक टीम मेंबर कर रहा है. So this is what a typical team in a scrum is called as. Now वो टीम रोज एक 15 minutes टाइम में एक मीटिंग करेगी. उस मीटिंग को कहा जाएगा डेली स्क्रम, राइट? इसमें क्या डिसाइड होगा कि हमने कल क्या किया, what are we going to do today, and if there are any blockers, what are those, right? So that is getting discussed in the daily scrum, which happens every day. Sprint planning happens in the beginning of the sprint. Daily scrum will happen every day, right? Sprint review, the third ceremony, it happens once in a sprint. Okay, there are companies who take it at the end of the sprint, but there are few companies who take it at the mid sprint also. Mid sprint में इसलिए क्योंकि अगर हम 2 हफ्ते में से 1 हफ्ते के एंड पर खड़े हैं और हमको अगर दिख रहा है कि हमारी 50% स्टोरीज नहीं हुई हैं, ठीक है, सो व्हाट आर द एक्शन आइटम्स दैट वी हैव टू फॉलो, कहाँ चेंजेस करने हैं, सो दैट एंड ऑफ द नेक्स्ट वीक वी हैव डिलीवर्ड व्हाट वी हैव कमिटेड, राइट? सो उस मीटिंग को कहा जाता है स्प्रिंट रिव्यू मीटिंग. देन वी हैव स्प्रिंट रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव व्हिच हैपेंस एट द एंड ऑफ द स्प्रिंट, राइट? इसमें क्या होता है कि जब स्प्रिंट खत्म हो जाती है तो हमने क्या अच्छा किया, what went well, हमने क्या अच्छा नहीं किया, what did not go well, फिर हमने अगर काम अच्छा किया तो किस ने काम अच्छा किया, तो we have appreciation section for that, and what we can improve in the next sprint. ये 4 headings में आप discussion करते हो. That is nothing but a retrospective meeting, right? So these are the different ceremonies that you follow as a part of agile scrum framework, right? So I'm going to go back now and we are going to talk about this. Okay, so as I said, there is a product backlog, there is a sprint backlog, there's a 2-week sprint that happens in which daily scrum happens every 24 hours, and then a potentially shippable product increment is created at the end of 2 weeks, right? जैसे मैंने बताया कि अगर फर्स्ट मेरा रजिस्ट्रेशन का था काम, तो प्रोडक्ट बैकलॉग में से मैंने ये इतने सारे एपिक्स में से मैंने एक एपिक ले लिया, which is called as registration. Now in that registration epic, I'm going to divide it into 1, 2, 3 different stories. Okay, that is called as your sprint backlog, right? Now उसको हमने लेकर काम start किया, and then we worked for 2 weeks in which every day we had a 15-minute scrum meeting, right? This 2-week was a sprint, and then towards the end of the sprint हमने वो registration वाला form जो है वो हमने client को deliver कर दिया. At least the client is happy seeing that, okay, out of those 4 big tasks that I gave them, end of 2 weeks they are finished with 1 task, right? So that is what is a general idea of what a scrum does and how it does it in this way. Also, to give you an idea now, since we have time left with us, I'm going to give you some idea about the different roles that we have in scrum. Okay, so as I said, the first thing is the product owner. So product owner is the person who is responsible for creating this product backlog. यानी जो बंदा directly business से interact करके काम लेकर आता है हमारे लिए, that person has to split that entire work into multiple epics, यानी बड़े chunks of work को यहाँ पर list down करता है, and then that particular backlog is given to the team, right? So that person is the product owner. Then we come to the next role, which is the scrum master. Scrum master in a team is a person who's going to shield the team from external influences, who's going to take care of whether the team is going on track or whether the team is going off track, right? Say for example, agile में जब आप काम करते हो ना, तो फिर it is very often that you have people from other teams coming up to you saying कि यार ये वाला काम है and it is depending on your team, so would you please do it for me? So you think chal theek hai yaar, it is just a matter of one day, let me do this for him. But you lose that one day, and in a period of 2 weeks losing one day is losing a big time, right? So ये जो external influences होते हैं ना, इनसे आपको बचाने का काम आपका scrum master करता है. यानी anything which comes as non planned work, you just talk to or raise this work to your scrum master. The scrum master will think about it, prioritize that work, and will let you know whether you have to take it up in this sprint or no, right? So that is the work of a scrum master. Now, who is a team member? Team member is nothing but everyone in the team, right? Whether that person is into the coding side or in the testing side, everyone is called as a team member, right? So these are some basic roles that as a team of scrum you have in your organization, right? So since it was quite a bit on what agile is, what scrum is, what is a sprint, and how do we work in agile, I think I have given some idea about what exactly it is, because to get into more details it's like getting into more confusion, because as of now I think if you know this it is good enough, because if you know this you can go a step ahead and understand, but if you go a step ahead and understand something which is really complicated, you might forget even this. So I think that's all I have from the agile side, and now I open the room for Q&A for all the questions that you might have, so that I can address them. I'll just see if there are any questions which have been put on the chat. Chat 51. Okay, I think there are questions. No, this seems to be a normal chat. Sure. I'm sorry.
Hello, Mavlik sir. Hello.
Sir. Hello.
Somebody is raising hand. Just unmute that guy. Prasad Mule.
Sir, I have just allowed all the participants to unmute themselves and they can ask the question. Pankaj Mule, I think. Pankaj Mule, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, we can have direct questions because I don't see any questions on the chat.
Yeah, I request every participants to ask the questions. You can unmute yourself and ask the questions.
Great. Or if you're comfortable in writing it also is fine. I'm just keeping a track of. Okay, someone has asked if we want to learn tool, how much time do we need to learn from scratch? Okay, it depends on which tool you're learning, Sumit. Because what happens is there are different tools with different scope. So if I tell you you have to learn QTP, the time you'll require is really less compared to time you'll require to master Selenium, right? Similarly, the time which you'll require to master Tosca would be even lesser. So it depends on what kind of software tool that you're picking up for testing, right? For learning. Tools for API testing. Bushra ma'am is asking. Okay, so as I said, APIs are either REST APIs or it's SOAP UI. So you have for REST API, we generally prefer using Postman, which is a tool that helps us in testing all the REST APIs. And for the SOAP APIs, we make use of the SOAP UI. The software tool is called as SOAP UI. Right, tools for agile testing. Neha, Neha, can you be a little specific? Exactly, what do you mean by agile testing? Uh, like, what exactly are you looking at? Most welcome, Bushra ma'am. Websites, Neha is asking. Okay, so testing websites, uh, tools. Okay, so I can tell you Selenium, because it's a tool which is exclusively meant for testing all the web-based applications, which are your websites, right? Selenium is one tool which can help you test your websites. There are different scriptless tools available which can also help you in testing your websites. We will okay, this is regarding attendance.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Sir, what is the scope of a software tester in the industry? Like, is it like a software developer or less or more like?
You mean to say, okay, I got it. So, as I said, the scope in this question I understand is so as I said that 5 years before, the software tester was a different term, right? So anyone who gets knowledge of testing methodologies and can do manual testing was a software tester, right? After this, the time had come when people asked for something which is called as automation testing. So then the scope increased. For a tester, it was not just to know manual testing, it increased to knowing the tools also, like either Selenium or UFT, and that's when you were counted as software tester. Now we have gone even a step ahead, and people are asking for from us that we should be knowing all the versioning tools, like we should be knowing Git, we should be knowing SVN, we should be knowing tools like Jenkins. So all these tools are getting attached. So basically the scope of now there is, and the industry is moving to that stage wherein that gap is getting reduced between a coder and a tester, right? So it's not that your coder will know coding only and your tester will not know anything about coding. So अब वो gap धीरे धीरे कम हो रहा है, and then people into testing are also at a stage wherein they can swap roles and they can start writing code, right? So अब धीरे धीरे इंडस्ट्री उस एंगल से आगे जा रहा है कि it will be a team member concept going forward and not a QA and a coder. Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for asking. Next question, if I can see, please share the PPT of today's session. Sure, Pranav, I'll share the PPT of today's session. All right. A feedback link of Pankaj's session. I would be very happy if you can share the feedback with me, please. I really be very happy with that. It will be very helpful. Selenium is free or we need to purchase? Selenium is a freeware. It's an open source and freeware both. So you don't have to purchase it like other tools from HP, UFT, which I was talking about. That is something which is very costly, but Selenium is free. You just have to do what you have to decide an underlying language. Say for example, now Selenium is a tool which helps you to work with different languages. You can work with Java, you can work with Ruby on Rails, you can work with Python, right? So you just decide, okay, now I'm going to do Selenium with Java. So learn Java and go ahead and download all those jar files. We call those those files in Selenium as jar files. Just download the jar files, equip your Eclipse with all those jar files, and you'll be in a good state to go ahead and learn and practice Selenium. So that is the best thing with Selenium. You can just start it right away. Okay. So that was a question from Sumit. Sumit, I hope I answered your question. Then Mayuri says, I want to learn all Selenium with project. Then what will prepare and how? Okay, so in this case, like we have different options of learning Selenium with projects. So I would suggest you go for any online course with different platforms like Udemy, wherein you can learn that with the help of project also. Or if you want to dedicatedly work for some project as a proper project as a concept, so I would say you can join any particular classroom training which is going to equip you with a particular project also, so that you have hands-on on both the theoretical knowledge as well as the practical knowledge. So that was the question from Mayuri. So Mayuri, I hope I answered that. uh, uh, Pradhan ma'am is asking different positions and skills expected like Scrum Master. Okay. Uh, Ma'am, can you just elaborate a little bit on it?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Like what happened now, Pankaj? If we say testing, students are not able to visualize that there are different positions or different posts in this, like Scrum Master and all.
Correct.
Just tell that they will be aware of different positions and expected skills like and level.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it is not that, if you're just a software tester, you will remain a software tester only all your life. It starts with that. And then how it continues ahead is, as I said in Agile, it's a team member concept. Sorry. Okay, so as I said, it's a team member concept. So you start working with the coding team. You start working as a testing individual also. So you're a team member. You're an individual contributor. Now, in a Scrum team, there are only 7 to 8 members because that's what the Scrum prescribes. You cannot have a very large team and follow Scrum. Okay, so in a team of 7 to 8, you are very much visible in the work that you do, right? And if you are a kind of person who takes initiatives, who takes lead, who makes sure that the team is on track, then you have a high visibility. In that case, in the absence of a Scrum Master, you also act as active Scrum Master. Okay, so it's not that if you're a tester, you'll only be a tester. You can actually be a Scrum Master also. And as you advance in your career, as you go ahead and step up the corporate ladder, the Agile gives you an option of becoming a Scrum Master, then as a business analyst, becoming a product owner. So these are different roles, and nowadays the industries are very much flexible to accept your requests and to see if you are capable enough to handle that particular designation also. So don't worry, being a tester does not really restrict you from any other roles. So that's what I want to tell you, because in a span of 6.5 years, I've seen people from all areas advancing in or all different areas also. So I've seen a tester becoming a business analyst. I've also seen a tester becoming a coding team member, and also becoming a Scrum Master, right? So all that is possible. So just stay focused. If you want to start it with testing, that's going to be another good thing. Yes, welcome, ma'am. What are the different testing types supported by Selenium? Different testing types. It is generally used for the web-based application testing only. It does not take care of your Windows applications. So that is a restriction, I would say, the Selenium has. But you know what? There are certain APIs, or there are certain jars that help you to even automate your Windows applications with the help of Selenium. That's called Auto IT. So if you have Auto IT, Selenium can help you automate your Windows applications also. But to say Selenium, it mainly supports your web-based testing. Any question and that I have not read. I want to launch a learning from project that is done, different positions done.
Hello, excuse me.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
Prasad Mule is raised his hand. Just Prasad, just unmute yourself and just ask your question.
Yes, please.
Hello, can you hear my voice, Prasad?
No problem. Anyone else has got any other question till the time he thinks? Yeah, from the chat box. Anything which I've missed, I'll just see.
Is any questions from the participant side?
Okay, there's a question I missed. As a career option in software testing for student, what is basic prerequisite they require to know? Okay, so Sunil, I'm sorry I missed your question earlier, but as a software tester, if you want to start your career, it is something that I'm not very sure of what exactly is the course curriculum now, but when I passed out that time, software testing was an elective subject, right? So in our case, it was purely based on the interview and some basic knowledge, and it was based on a particular project that you're given. So whenever you're hired as a fresher, you are given some training by the organization which lasts for around 2 months, and after that, towards the end of the training, they judge you on different skill sets, and then they see whether you're good at testing or no. So if you want to start your career as testing, that's where is one option left with you. The other one is, as I said, if it is a part of subjects, then of course the organizations would ask you testing related questions in the first interview itself. But be very sure that you can still go ahead and switch to testing whenever you want to, because from testing to coding, you can switch, but then you have to like really prove yourself that you are good at coding and you are good at any language. But if you're the other way around, then it's not very difficult. That's what I'll tell you. And then there are some new messages. Let's see. I hope I answer your question, Sunil Gupta. Uh, does blog also add up in software testing? Neha, can you just elaborate that a little bit? Blogs also add up in software testing as in? Nice session. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a nice session. Thank you very much. Thank you for the feedback. Let me see what your question was. Does blogs also add up in software testing? I'm really sorry, I'm not able to get a judgment of the question. Can you just unmute yourself, Neha, and ask this question in the way you want it? Very useful. Their reaction like of Facebook. Neha, feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question. It's okay if it's a silly question also. No question is silly, by the way. All questions are nice. For long time career and package is good in testing or Mayuri's question. So Mayuri, your question is valid. As I said that we are moving in a time wherein the difference between these two people, the testing team guy and the coding team guy, is actually reducing. You will by the time you guys pass out, it's going to be an overlap. So there's not going to be much of difference in the salary and in the future scope, right? By the time you guys come out and start working in the industry, you would be expected to know both. So I don't think there's going to be much difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the participants, any questions? You please ask. If you have any questions, please ask to our speaker Pankaj.
I'm receiving so many good feedbacks. I'll just take a screenshot of this.
No, definitely, Pankaj will share you with all feedback.
Yeah, we
That
Yes,
I
sir.
take at the
shared the
end of
feedback link.
this session.
We will share with you, sir.
Sure, sure, sir. Sure. Please do that. It will be very helpful.
Tallar sir, just a minute. Tallar sir, just a minute. If Pradhan madam is there, if she want to talk few words on this occasion, Pradhan madam, can you hear me?
Okay. Okay,
Say
Pankaj,
few
it
words.
was Pankaj, it was very nice to see you and very beautiful transformation from a budding engineer to a confident testing person. Okay, you have
Thank
given
you.
very professional presentation and like in your colleges now also you are having cute smiling face and the
Thank you,
way
ma'am.
you are doing presentation is really very good. Okay,
Thank you.
stay in touch. Come to college. All the best, my dear.
Sure. Thank you very much, ma'am. It was nice to hear those words from you. I'll definitely stay in touch. In fact, the other day when I received a call from Atavle sir, I just told him that आपने दिल की बात छीन ली. I wanted to really come down and give a session like this. So what's good, what's not, something like this is a good thing to start with. And of course, let's stay connected. I am going to bring new flavors to whatever I can for the students and for the faculty as well.
Nice. You all alumni are our strength. Okay, so nice to see you.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you. Okay, over to Tallar sir. Just
Yes, thank you, Pankaj, that you have given a very informative and knowledgeable session on software testing. And really, after so long time that we are seeing you, so it's an really wonderful. So
Thank you.
I would like to thank you. And now I will conclude the session and related to
Sir,
Thanksgiving.
Tallar
Yeah,
sir, before
yeah,
leaving means just I want to say something. So excellent presentation, Pankaj, and
Thank
proudly
you. Thank you, sir.
I want to say that means you are my student and now a good alumni of AISSMS.
Wow.
And before leaving, means may I request all the participants to start your video so that we can take a selfie.
Yes, please. I'll also just keep this
yeah.
as a memory.
All
So
all participants, please start your video. So we'll have selfie session. Please start your video.
wow, there's so many. I saw the entire panel just now. There's so many participants. Nice to see that.
All participants, please start your video.
I'll just capture.
Just wait,
Pankaj will share you the pic. You don't.
You will
wait a
share?
minute,
All
wait a minute.
right. All right.
Bhavde sir, it is done.
Hey, wait a minute, wait. Last screen is there.
Hello.
Last screen is there. Please wait a minute.
I'll also try.
Oh, I forgot to start my video only. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, thank you very much all.
Don't worry, Pankaj. We share all the pic and video with you.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Okay,
I'll wait for it.
And Tallar sir, means if everything is over,
yeah.
all
No,
feedback
no,
links are there in
just
chat.
Just wait. I would like to thank our AISSMS management that they have given us the opportunity to conduct such type of the FSDP. It was really a nice FSDP faculty and student development program for the safe development, positive thinking, and various methodologies and various techniques that we have learned from this FDP. I would like to also thank our principal sir, Dr. D.S. Bormane sir, who has given us this opportunity. Similarly, I would like to thank our advisory committee, Dr. D.P. Gayakwad sir, Dr. Pradhan ma'am, and our Dr. Sheikh ma'am, and we all organizing team in myself, Athole sir, then Kazi ma'am, and Devkar ma'am, and our Mawai sir supported us for this type of conducting on this platform, Zoom platform. They always motivate us, and I would like to thank participants, and none the least I would like to thank our all the speakers. We have given the very nice lectures starting from the day 1, 8th of June, then after that 9th. Really, all the sessions was very nice, and I would like to thank all the speakers that they have motivated us. We learned from them very much, and in near future also we will in contact with them, and will try to conduct such type of the webinar or faculty development program in near future. So uh, on this note, I would like to conclude the session, and thank you everyone, and I hope everyone is learned from this FSDP. And I would like to ask everyone that you have to fill the feedback link. You have to go to the feedback and share the feedback of every speakers. And definitely we will share this feedback with our speakers also. So Athole sir, over to you.
Thank you, Tallar sir.
Hello. Pankaj, you share your PPTs because it's a participant demand. So
Sure, sure. I'll do that. I'll do that, ma'am.
Okay. Pankaj, you mail me that PPT, yeah? I'll share with participants.
Sure, sir. I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now
can I say something?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Yeah, thank you. Again, I would like to say for having me here, Athole sir, Talar sir, everyone in the organizing committee. I feel very honored to sit here and conduct a session like this, and it has been something which I was thinking from quite some time. And thank you for giving this privilege and this chance to come in front of all of you and deliver something which I can to the best of my knowledge. And I'm sorry for anything which would not have gone as per your expectations, but I'm going to make sure that next time when I come, I'm going to come with a different subject, and I'm going to help all of you as much as possible, because of course I've been there for 4 years in the college, so I'm much attached to the college like anyone else.
Yeah, Pankaj, we will really would like to see you in future.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pankaj. Yeah.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shall take care. Bye bye. We'll share your feedback. Yeah.
So, Mawai
Thank you,
sir,
sir.
Tallar sir,
I'll
you
just
can close the session.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Should I end the meeting, sir?
Tallar sir, you close that.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We will conclude the meeting.